ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chris Andrews in the performance of the Ode to Newfoundland.
Sing along with me. When sun rays crown like pine-clad hills, and summer spreads her hand, when silvern voices tune thy rill, we love thee, smiling land. We love thee, we love thee, we love thee, smiling land. As loved our fathers, so we love, where once they stood we stand. Their prayers we raise to heaven above. God guard thee, Newfoundland. God guard thee, Newfoundland.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Rogers TV, Eastlink, worldwide on Facebook Live. Bill Hart, Randy Piercy. I can hardly hear you. The Mile One Center has a capacity of over 6,000. I believe that the capacity was 60,000, Randy. It would still be a sellout tonight.
Listen, I'll tell you something, Bill. As a player, as a coach, as a fan, if you don't get goosebumps, listen to that Ode to Newfoundland. Oh, woohoo! Here we go.
Man, it feels good, and what a night in store. It could be the biggest in Newfoundland sports history. Newfoundland Growlers, 60 minutes of hockey away from hoisting the Kelly Cup.
And I'll tell you something. If they play the way they're capable of playing, they'll come out of here with the Kelly Cup this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a wild one indeed. If you're not here tonight and you're watching at home, thank you so much. We're sharing the excitement with you. You can hear the crowd. We're waving the towels. And we are caught up in all the excitement here from the Mile One Center. All right, we throw it now to Chris Ballard and Brian Rogers with the call on Rogers TV.
Linesman of the year in the ECHL, so we got the best here. Chris Pontus is a fine referee. And Pregame, see what he got tonight.
Bradley, he'll line up at center against A.J. Jenks, already tussling and bustling as the Growlers win the inaugural face-off of Game 6. Knocked in by Darian Plouffe on the left wing side, gobbled up by Register. He'll get it across and gets it right back as he heads up towards center, plays it up for Berschbach. He's pinned, a shot from Register, wide of the cage and flipped into the corner. Darian Plouffe looks to make an exit. That's held in at the line by Jenks and played back in. Plouffe is there, he'll leave it. Ahead, trying to find Bradley. He'll collect it and snap it to center ice. That's taken again by Register. And over the line, Jenks, a soft shot. You like seeing your goaltender get pucks, especially easy ones like that, to get a good feel. Shots are 1-0, no score, and we played 37 seconds.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the Growlers handle this. The emotions obviously have to be just soaring through their collective
They are in the booth,
bodies.
we can tell you
Oh,
that.
Man, I tell you.
Pulled back by the Growlers off the wrong side, the wrong zone. Ahead and across for the captain, James Malindi. His pass blocked away by Sadaway. Chasing it down is Garrett Johnston. It's flipped to center ice. Put right back in by the Walleye. That's an offside. That one ought to come back completely alongside Pat Nagel, as that was an intentional touch by the Walleye forward.
I believe so too, but I don't think that the Growlers will get that call. Anyway, it looks like they're going to center ice with it, so that's it.
Ellenuk will now take center ice. He's out with Estefan and Kestner. Ellenuk, he'll pull it back for Malindi and across again to Garrett Johnston at his own blue line. His pass knocked away, but rolls across to James Malindi. He'll bank it ahead. The Growlers can't get it in deep, but Estefan steals it. Ellenuk at center ice, wheels with the pucks, trying to send it into the left wing corner. It was knocked down, but Estefan, he'll pick it back up in the corner. Oh, he lost his stick in the boards there. It's still loose down there. Taken by the Walleye inside their own end. Cross ice feed finds Tansey. He'll hit center ice and send it into the left wing corner. Rolls opposite side where it's taken by Moore. He'll leave it in the corner. They got a man sneaking out in front in Tyler Spezia. That's going to be pushed to center ice instead by the Growlers. Collected by the Walleye and snapped ahead to center for Sataway, and he'll have it stolen. At center ice, Brady Ferguson puts it in between the defenders all the way in on Niggle. He'll put it off the stick of Ferguson, bounces to the line. Power almost was able to hold that one in. Ferguson tries to recover, and the Walleye are forced back to center ice. They were about to come in offside. Good hit there by Rubens, but Hunter Smith puts it back in for the Walleye. Definitely some touchy moments here in the early going as Rubens sends his man ahead on the left wing side, and that is an offside on the Growlers. 17:50 to go in the first. No score, and you can tell, Brian, both teams are in that feel each other out stage here yet again.
Yeah, nobody wants to be a goat and make a mistake, that's for sure. So, you know what? That's cool. I guess everybody touches the ice once, and then I think things settle down. But obviously, jitters for the first couple of shifts to both sides.
Bradley and Jenks will line up on the draw again. Oh, Pickenich, he's getting involved on the wing there. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Not that we expect JJ to, fly off the handle or anything, as the Growlers get it off the draw and send it into the corner. Pooley's all over Register, trying to force the turnover. It's loose in the skates of Pickenich and pulled away again by the Walleye. Hard on the forecheck is Pooley. He'll finish his check as Register has to try and wheel away from behind the net. Forced him into a bad pass. Jenks, he's bodied, but Berschbach sends it in deep. Gartag out of his cage, leaves it for Jardine. He'll spin away from Wolf. Turning all over the place there and finding it ahead for Pickenich. He'll push it to the line, not out. Played into the corner and out in front. No shot on the play there as the Growlers get to that puck, trying to get it out, and Pickenich will. He'll skate it all the way to center, and they get it across. The Walleye look to counter back. In over the line, Berschbach leaves it back. Register, cross ice. Maybe should have shot that one as the Growlers dig it in the corner and come away with the puck. Left wing side is Hudson Ellenuk. He'll skate it all the way into the offensive zone. Left wing corner, trying to dance by Sataway. The puck's taken back by the Walleye, and they look it up ice. Register. He'll hit center and roll it in, giving chase. First guy back to it is Garrett Johnston. He'll let it go for Melindy. Couple of bodies go flying down there as the Growlers come away with the puck. That's Josh Kessler. Poke checked off his stick, and Toledo, they're going to have it stolen right back, and away comes Estefan to center ice. Left wing side, chips it by his man, and rolls it into the corner. He'll take Tansey out into the boards as the Growlers work it back to Johnston. At the point for a shot. That one got redirected wide of the cage. Moved ahead for Toledo. Into the air, Sataway trying to get in behind Melindy. Melindy stands him up as Sataway could only poke check that one wide. Sent ahead to center ice. What a steal by Kessler. He's hauled down. A penalty coming up on the play to the Walleye.
And the boys are kind of move your feet, kid.
Using his speed as a weapon as per usual, and the Growlers get the first power play of Game 6.
Well, this is huge, Chris, and the crowd is buzzing here already. 4:03 in. Now they get a sense of what could be if the Growlers could pot an early one. This place would be absolutely bedlam. It already is, but getting something to cheer about right off the hop.
And it's Brian Moore in the penalty box for Toledo. So it's O'Brien, Estefan, Ferguson, Power, and Jardine out there on the blue line. Jardine's the only blue liner. It's been that kind of day, folks.
That's all right, Chris.
Haven't been sleeping the best, that's for sure. Who could sleep at this time of year? Face off one back by the Growlers. Jardine cuts to the backhand and throws it in behind the net. Freed up, Estefan in the left wing corner. Back up top, it goes to Ferguson. The left wing boards, Ferguson tried to thread the needle through the middle. It's punched out of midair, rolling to the line. It will get out. Jardine at center. Across for Ferguson. He'll have to wait until everybody tags up. Nice play to stay on side by Ferguson. Left wing side and down low it goes. Marcus Power leaves it along the left wing boards. Ferguson, 30 seconds gone on the man advantage. Back down low to Power. He'll send it up top. Estefan, he just ripped it wide. Left wing boards and back up top for Jardine. Stays on side as he finds Ferguson again. Down low. Out in front. Estefan had it on his stick. A second the try for O'Brien. He is stopped by Nagel. Still a $1:13 to go, and still the nerves, you can see, are a little bit evident out there. But the Growlers had a great A look there for Giorgio Estefan.
You're right, Chris. Gio just had to come off the heel. He may have run. Oh, I see. If he would have snapped that soon as it hit his stick, it'd be 1-0 right now. But it did. He tried to cradle it, and it kind of slipped off his stick. So that was a tough break. But hey, coming close.
Ellenuk, Bradley, Kestner, Pooley, and Johnston out there for the second power play shift for the Growlers. Shots are one apiece as Pooley tried to rip it free, but it's stolen and cleared by Spezia. Gartag out of his cage. He'll leave it aside as the Growlers get set for a rush out of their own zone. Johnston ahead for Ellenuk on the left wing. He'll walk in over the line, leaving for Kestner. Kestner walks into the left wing corner, pulls the puck away. He's tied up, and they work it to the point. Garrett Johnston holds the line temporarily, and it comes out. Pooley works it back again. No score, just over 5 minutes gone as Bradley hits the line and snaps it in. It works across, and Kestner pulls it away on the backhand, keeps it away from Gazzola. 35 seconds to go on the man advantage. Bradley back for Garrett Johnston. Settles a rolling puck, and it comes across for a quick one-timer from Pooley. It got blocked. Right wing boards to Matt Bradley. 25 seconds to go on the man advantage. Up top, Kestner, big rebound out in front, and they tuck it wide. Along the right wing boards, Bradley settles it again. Quick sent across. Pooley puts it toward the goal. That one's off a body and wide again. Bradley, he'll throw it out in front. It comes to the line, and the Growlers hold it in. Bradley steps in, trying to let it fly, and 1 second to go. The man's out of the box. That's Brian Moore. We're back to 5 aside as Pooley holds the line. Leaves it for Ellenuk. A bomb off the pad of Pat Nagel. 3 shots now for the Growlers. Big hit by Adam Party to get this crowd rumbling as Rubens walks in over the line and gets by Moore into the right wing corner. Oh, he had his legs taken out from underneath him there as the Growlers still managed to hold the puck in the offensive zone. Finally taken by Spezia. He'll send it ahead to center. And Adam Purdy got caught flat-footed. Now it's a 2-on-1. Moore, he's knocked to the ice as the Growlers look to counter back. O'Brien at center ice dances over the line himself. Gets by Register. Left the puck behind. Nice shoulder check there as O'Brien gets it down in the right wing corner. Knocked off his stick for Marcus Power. He's in a battle for it. Had it ripped away. And now the Walleye skated up ice. Gallant at center. Stolen, but taken back. Register. He's in a one-on-one against Goodbranson. Centering try. A good stick check by the defense to knock that one out of harm's way. And Jardine has a moment with it. He'll find his man at center. Nice pass attempt by Power. Couldn't find O'Brien with it, so Hamilton gets it back for Toledo and hangs it across to Register again. He's bumped hard by Bradley as he rolls that one in. Gartag, the hard paddle into the corner, taken by Pickenich. He'll retreat behind his net and rev the engines, trying to find an open man, and he finds Matt Bradley. In over the line, couldn't find Kloop with the pass, but Pickenich tries to free it up along the left wing boards. Nice hit by Bradley, and they're going to call him for a penalty.
Well, that looked to me just like a body check with the hip. It didn't. I don't know about that, Mr. Bruggeman. Let's look at it again. Bradley coming in. Oh, they're going to cut, unfortunately. But it looked like he got him low. It didn't look like he just kind of stepped and leaned into him there. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. Power play now for Toledo. The Growlers looked okay on that, Chris. The only real good chance was for Estefan, and he came off the heel of the stick. So that's an unfortunate call of Matt Bradley. A tough one there, and I don't know about that. But anyways, let's see now. The penalty killing for the Newfoundland Growlers has been outstanding in the Kelly Cup playoffs. Their penalty kill actually is 6 now. Toledo is 5, so they're pretty good.
All right, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. The Walleye about to go on the power play, but you want to talk about that Growlers forecheck.
Well, I tell you right now, they're using speed. They could have been up by 3 right now, and these fans are really into this game. The big thing about this right now is the Growlers cannot afford to let them get the first goal, because if they do, they'll take the crowd out. I want to watch them speed here. Now, you just watch it. Estefan here, watch this. He picks this up, picks the puck, and away he goes to the race. Now, watch this speed. The guy got to haul him down. And the Growlers had about 4 opportunities to score from that alone. Yep. And I hope the people out there can hear me, because I can't hear myself, Bill.
Randy, I'm sitting next to you, and I have no idea what you are saying.
See that?
It is amazing. here right now. All right, hopefully the Growlers can kill off this penalty. We're waiting. We'll throw it back down to Chris Ballard and Brian Rogers on Rogers TV.
Walleye power play is struck, I believe, in all but one game of this series. So a big test early for Darian Plouffe and the penalty killer. Plouffe will take the draw against Jenks. 12:19 to go here in the first. Shots are 3-1 in favor of Newfoundland as the Walleye win the draw. Register at the line. Good rush there by Party, located by Pooley, and he'll clear it out. So Nagel leaves it aside for Register, and out he comes, gets by Plouffe, but Plouffe stays with him. Register back to the line, Wolf and across to Burschbach. Left wing side, couldn't get by Melindy, and it's going to be stolen by Pooley in neutral ice. And now they got to hurry back to make sure they don't get caught. Across on the right wing side, Wolf out into the slot for Sadaway. He'll wheel down into the same side corner. Back up top for Register. Across on the right hand side, a shot, that one pinballed wide. Back up top, Register. His shot blocked by Plouffe, and Plouffe's going to get control. This could be an odd man rush. Pooley, he's in a one-on-one. He'll peel back into neutral ice, and now he'll get it again. Pooley steps into the right wing side, short-handed. Oh, and he hit it off the outside of the net. I thought it was hit. Pooley's been known to score a shorty or two, so controlled by, that's Goodbranson who launches it in under a minute to go on this penalty kill. 11:05 to go here in the first. Shots are 4-1 Newfoundland, no score. Through the middle, the speedster, Spezia, he's stood up by Rubens, have a seat. Into the corner and played out on the left wing side. Brian Moore gives chase. 35 seconds to go on the man advantage. Right wing side, O'Brien's out there patrolling. Tansey works it across. Hamilton loses it in his own skates. Hamilton, cross ice, it pinballed into the right wing corner. Rubens looks to pull it away, sends it to the line, not out. Tansey, his soft shot, that's redirected wide. Goodbranson almost blew a tire down there as Brian Moore frees it up, but he's pinned quickly by Rubens. Puck still loose behind the net, 9 seconds to go on the man advantage. Spezia up top, Tansey spins it behind for Spezia, and down low, good active stick by Rubens. To force the play, Bradley's out of the box. A good block there by O'Brien. Second block by Goodbranson, and away from the Growlers. At center ice is Bradley in a one-on-one. Beats his man Tansey wide as he spins away in the right wing corner. Bradley trying to work it back up top. Finally had it stolen, and a good stick lift there by Yelena keeps the puck in temporarily. Half a period gone, and the Walleye have just one shot on goal. Garrett Johnston in his own zone frees it up for James Melindy. Up toward Estefan at center, he'll activate Kestner. Kestner blows by his man. Oh, what a blocker stop that was by Nagel. Off the outside of the blocker and into the protective mesh. What a kill, Brian.
That was simply outstanding, Chris, to say the least. And they almost got up ice and went on the offense 2 or 3 times, but just couldn't get a biscuit to settle for them. But that's a huge penalty kill. 10-19 on. Shots are 5-1 Newfoundland, and both teams have had a power play, but it remains scoreless in Game 6 of the Kelly Cup. And welcome Mr. Patrick Kelly to Newfoundland and Labrador. I got to get a chance to see Mr. David this morning, and he's really enjoying himself while he's here, Chris. It's his first trip ever.
Now they're going to have a short timeout as the mesh has come loose in the corner.
Oh, my goodness sakes. What a time for that to happen. Well, who's going to take care of this?
This is not an easy task to do. I think they'll have to come out with the ladders and clip it all back in.
Here they go. Yep, Sean Dillon and the crew that are on. There's Donnie Stanford. I think the shoveler is going to make his way out. So the fans get a chance to get loud here. It's been a good start to this hockey game, though. 2 excellent hockey teams fighting tooth and nail. And after 3 raucous games at the Hunnigan Center in Toledo, where he was deafening in there, it is just absolutely delightful, and I'm so proud of the fans that are here tonight. They're so fully invested in this, and this is by far the best crowd.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. I can't hear myself think. I think they told us to go to you guys, and that's what we're doing. Bill Hart, Randy Pierce here. Thanks for viewing on Facebook Live, Rogers TV, Eastlink, all around the world. When was the last time, Randy, you have seen a stadium in St. John's this loud?
To be perfectly honest with you, I can't remember. I mean, I remember even playing Herder finals here and the crowd being loud, but on every play, the crowd are going crazy. But the big thing here is, you know, they got a reason to. The Growlers are playing well. You just killed off a penalty and never gave up one shot on goal.
Nope.
I mean, Bill, they're flying all over the ice. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, if they keep playing like this, I'm going to tell you right now, the Kelly Cup will be awarded here tonight.
I'm telling you, I got goosebumps just hearing the noise back here. The Newfoundland Growlers asked the fans to come to the Mile 1 tonight, make some noise, and they are doing that above and beyond. I mean, wow.
Phil, I've been down doing these games with Rogers Television for quite some time, and I can tell you right now, into the playoffs, into the finals of the American Hockey League, and I can tell you I've never heard a crowd like this. I don't know, I think maybe their fans are getting the message that when the Growlers played on the road against Toledo, and before the game, you and I were talking to Glenn Melindy, James' dad, and he said he never heard a building so loud. And I think the people got the message. Come down here and get loud. And that's what they're doing. I mean, when you can't hear Randy Piercy speak, boy, I'm going to tell you, there's a problem somewhere.
No truer words have been spoken, and you mentioned Mr. and Mrs. Melindy had a chance to meet them beforehand. How proud are they?
Oh, Bill. They go all the way to Toledo to watch their kids play. They're on top of the world. They're so proud of them. No matter what happens, they're going to be proud of them. But can you imagine how they're going to feel when they win this championship?
Well, I challenge anybody to find a more Newfoundland moment when a team from Newfoundland and Labrador wins the Kelly Cup, but they present it to the team captain from the Ghouls.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, because I think both you and I are the way the Growlers are playing right now. But hey, as we said in the past here on Rogers Hockey, it's 3 periods to a game. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse here. I'm going to have a headache after this game, but you know one thing? This is one headache I don't mind getting.
No, not at all. Now, they're repairing some glass on the ice right now. That's why the delay is underway. But as you can hear, the crowd is not taking a break.
You would think that this would slow down the crowd. I think it's making it better and worse. Oh, man.
It looks like we're going back. Chris and Brian on Rogers TV.
6 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Bradley, Pooley, and Plouffe with Jardine and Goodbranson. Face off for Matt Bradley. Tried to advance it ahead, had it stolen, and Kotick finds Birchback ahead. His pass tucked free and cleared by Bradley. Into the look at Darian Plouffe, trying to punch in behind the defense. Along the left wing boards, almost stolen back by Bradley. Look at the skating on Plouffe. He is all over Wolf, trying to get out of the Growler zone, and he almost stole the puck away, but they do force a turnover. Jardine, he'll send it in. Niggle behind his cage. Frees it up behind the net. And across again for Obukowski. He'll leave it for Birchback. His pass, just off a stick. It does connect. Enough for the Walleye to clear this home. Goodbranson behind his net. Across to Jardine, back behind the net for Goodbranson. In the corner, Goodbranson pauses, finds Pooley. That's going to be booted to center and taken by Plouffe. In on the right wing side, Darian Plouffe. Back for Pooley. He'll put it in. Oh, it hit the shins of Brady Ferguson. That was almost it. Bouncing puck from the line. That one missed wide. Jumping in off the blue line is Party, but it's cleared out by Toledo. Rubens trying to get cute with that one and play it in, but guard tag. He'll leave that one. Brian Moore in the offensive zone trying to steal it. He's quickly pinned by Rubens. Marcus Powers in there trying to dig it free as well inside the Newfoundland zone. Rubens is still there. Sadaway joins the fray, trying to dig it free. He will. Sadaway works it up top for Tansey. Tansey's low shot missed wide. Guard tag paddles it away. Not out. Look at the glove hand there with Michael Gartag snaring that one out of midair on just the second shot he's faced all period.
Well, Chris, I hate to say it, but I think Brady Ferguson made a save on Scott Pooley. I think it may have hit Fergie's skate or whatever. Pooley had a glorious chance, and I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance through Davey Simmons and replay now, maybe a little later, but let's get back to the action. And here's the opportunity here, folks. Yep.
I don't know if it was going in, but it did hit Ferguson.
Yeah, I think it was going wide.
Face off. Pulled away by the Growlers. Storming out is Garrett Johnston. He's got a man with him in Kestner. He'll absorb a check as Eleanor gets control at center. He'll backpedal Sending it across the ice. Nobody home there, but staying on the forecheck is Estefan. The Walleye do get it. Register works out of his own zone, lost control of the puck, gets it back, and pushes ahead. Spezia has a little room on the left wing. He lost an edge down there as Melindy moves it forward for Elenuck. Elenuck in over the line, left wing side, curls around Hamilton. Behind the net, centering pass there is knocked away at the last second, but the Growlers look like they're going to get this one back. To the point they will to Johnston. Rolling puck, he'll send it down low. Elenuck knocked away from him, he'll retrieve it. What a feed! Kestner, he'll fire. That one blocked in front by Register. Not the hardest shot Kestner's ever ripped. No. Taken back by the Walleye. 7:09 to go in the first. Shots are 5-2 Newfoundland, no score. Storm in over the line, tries to go wide around Goodbranson. His pass is going to be blocked, and the Growlers look to turn it back. Pooley had it poke checked off his stick. Stolen by Jenks, but knocked into center, and away comes Pickenage. Pickenage cuts wide into the right wing side. Does a nice job around Obukowski. He's bumped, leaves the puck back for Bradley. Bradley curls out of the corner, puts it right back in. Pooley and across the left wing side. Chipped away from Jardine, but Bradley holds the line and gets it down low. Here's Pooley out of the corner. That's going to be blocked and cleared by Toledo. 6.5 minutes to play here in the first period. No score. Pickenich at center. Couldn't reel in that pass to the Walleye. They'll get it back. Berschpak knocked off his stick by Pooley, but he'll collect it at his own blue line. What a feed ahead on the right wing side. Kotick trying to get it on goal, and he can't beat Gartag. What a stop that was on just his third shot. Golfed ahead and touched through the middle. Marcus Power. Toe drag. In on goal. What a stop there by Nagel. What a move by Power. Sent to the line. Stolen by O'Brien. He'll play it across. Ferguson collects and gets in over the line. Leaves it back behind. Ferguson fakes it, and Adam Party walks in with it. Right wing corner. Party scoops it. Tries to center. Power in tight. He's stopped. And it's held by Nagel. A little bit of a pylon in front of Pat Nagel there. Party at the bottom of it. No harm done there as the Growlers will enjoy an offensive zone draw with 5:43 to go in the first.
What an outstanding move by Marcus Power. That was absolutely scintillating. And boy, if he would have scored there, this roof would have been off the lid here at my one center. That was just absolutely dynamite. Great opening period of play. I got to say, I really liked the pace, the tempo, and it's been a cleanly played game.
It has.
It really has, you know, and that's great to see. No score. Both teams have had a power play. Didn't look overly overbearing or not really all that solid. But defensively, the Growlers have been terrific here in this hockey game so far and have limited the Toledo Walleye. It's such a skilled hockey club, only 3 shots in the opening.
Thank you, Chris and Brian. Bill Hart, Randy Pearson here live from Mile 1. Newfoundland Growlers, Toledo Walleye. Michael Gartag has not been busy, but when called on, he's been making the saves.
The sign of a good goalie is a guy that's almost asleep down in the net, okay, because the action is on. The ice is tilted in one direction, and when they come back, this is like picking cherries. Watch this. When this puck comes back here, that's a real nice save there, but watch, we're going to come on way back down the ice. Oh, the boys must have had wrong highlight here. This is a great save on the other side of the coin, right? I think it was stopped by the Growler player.
Yeah.
But it's driving to the net is the key. That's the key to this game, is that the Growlers use their speed to get to the net. Now here's the play I was referring to earlier about the if you're watching the game here now, folks. Let's have a look and see. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. There it is right there. There it is right there. And the reason why I wanted to show that, Bill, is because most goalies wouldn't be in position to catch that and control it. Controlling the rebound is the key for Gartag.
All right, back to Chris and Brian on Rogers TV.
The line by Newfoundland. And over the line, the Growlers stay onside. Power leaves it for Ferguson down low. Oh boy, what an attempt on a spinning pass. O'Brien was in the right spot, and he'll get it back. O'Brien walks out of the left wing corner, back to Rubens for a bomb from the point. That's off his stick and wide. Collected by the Walleye over the leaping Adam Party. Left wing side, nice play by Rubens to force the Walleye offside.
14:44 gone in the opening period of Game 6. The Kelly Cup Championship final between the Newfoundland Growlers and the Toledo Walleye from Northwestern Ohio, USA. Growlers with a 3-2 lead. Hope you're enjoying the action here tonight alongside Chris Ballard. I'm Brian Rogers, Bill Hart, Randy Piercy in the crowd here with the Rogers crew, and we're on East Link across the province as well.
Face-off won by the Walleye. Hamilton had a little trouble with that one. He's forced to dump it in. That puck running away from James Melindy a little bit. He'll cycle it back, and Ellenuk works it across, and Garrett Johnston lifts it out. Hamilton, first guy back in his own zone with Estefan patrolling. Played behind the net and across, Register up towards center for Pope. Pope tries to get behind Garrett Johnston. He stands him, stares at his chest, and pushes him away. Puck rolls back inside the Walleye zone where Register again wraps it in. Off the stick of Gartag, rolling toward the line, glove down by Storm. Another open ice hit as Ellenuk sends his man to the ice. Quick shot from a bad angle, Register. That one blocked in front. Back to Register at the point. His shot blocked again. Ellenuk helps force the turnover. Kestner. He'll try frantically to get out, and he can't do it. Right wing side, Storm holds it in, snaps it down low. Gartag keeps it away from Jenks. Leaves it for Melindy, who plays it ahead and picks it back up himself. Kestner over center, chips it free and picks it up on the right wing corner. Spins away from a check and plays it down low. Register being watched. Pooley stole it away. His pass was quickly stolen right back, and away comes Bershpak, trying to go wide around Goodbranson. No room there, but the Walleye put it back out in front. Bershpak, top of the circle, caught it. It's blocked. Obukowski, he'll hold the line. He's being forced very quickly. Wolf curls off the wall, fakes the shot, steps in and lifts it over the net. The Walleye have control inside the Growlers zone. Poke check attempt there in the corner by Jardine, and Plouffe gets it. He'll send it ahead. He'll skate it all the way out. Darian Plouffe in over the offensive zone, blue line into the corner. Chips it by Obukowski and gets it back. Plays it, leaves it in the right wing corner as the Growlers get it again. Ferguson up top, finds O'Brien. It's knocked off the end of his stick, and away comes Toledo. To center is Gallant. For Wolf, he'll chip it in deep. 3:09 to go here in the first. Shots are 7-3. No score between the Walleye and the Growlers. Played through the middle. Ferguson had to hurry to get that one to center, but the Walleye turned it back in. Offside.
Well, it's been a pretty exciting period. The fans have been into it. They've really have burnt a lot of energy, so maybe they're getting a little breather here now with 2:58 to go. But boy, wouldn't it be nice to maybe get a quick one here before the period's over to take the lead. And if not, hey, you got 20 minutes there. You played solid hockey so far. Almost mistake-free, I might add. And that's really a good sign. That's what they needed to clean up, just a tad.
Face-off pulled back by the Growlers, and they leave it for Adam Party. He'll storm ahead to center, hitting the line and sending it in deep. Took a ride off the dasher board. Overskating it is Marcus Power. Now the Growlers got to hurry back. Stick knocked out of the hands of Moore. It results in an icing on Toledo.
Well, he's looking for a penalty, and there's been lots of that stuff. Moore, you've been involved in more shenanigans than most players in this series, and he's looking around. He's quite a character. Looking for a call, but he didn't get it.
He's a good player, too.
He can score, but he's not doing silly things. He's a very effective player.
Ellenuk on the draw in the offensive zone for Newfoundland. He'll win it. Kestner curls out and fires. His shot is blocked. Nice poke check by Melindy, but Moore gets by him. Stolen back by Kestner. I didn't see Kest get hit as Gallant comes back in. Left wing corner, centering try, pulled away by Estefan. He'll leave it for Ellenuk. Spinning it back for Melindy. A terrible turnover. Set away, stopped by Gartag. That's a bad turnover. You can't do that in Game 6 of the Kelly Cup Finals.
No.
Now Gartag getting into it down there with Sadaway.
Yeah, James is extremely fortunate right there. That would have been, and here's Sadaway going by and giving him a tap on the way. And I think he's going to the penalty box for it.
Melindy may be going to, let's be fair.
That's Moore and Melindy, but Sadaway gave Gartag a tap. And now he's screaming at him here.
Offsetting minors, so we will play 4 aside for the next 2 minutes. Only 2:20 to go, and I'm okay with a little bit of extra ice, Brian.
Oh, sure. I mean, fast skating team, you got guys that can wheel and deal like Ferguson, O'Brien, That's for sure, but we got to be careful to Bershback and Wolf too, because they can do the same.
And Register no slouch on the blue line either. Left wing to the left of Gartag, pulled back by the Walleye. Bershback back pedals, leaves it there, and it's going to be chipped to the line across Register. Had it stolen by O'Brien. Trying to free it up there was Ferguson. It's going to be taken by the Walleye and out to center ice. Bershback ahead. Register joins the rush. Leaves it at the blue line. Wolf up top for Bershback. He's knocked to the ice by Ferguson. As Goodbranson settles the puck. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first period. 30 seconds gone in the 4-on-4. As Goodbranson slowly creeps out from behind his own goal. Ferguson finds some ice. Puts it onto the tape of O'Brien. He couldn't hang on to it. O'Brien, left wing corner, bodied hard by Hamilton, still has the puck. Bradley trying to free it up, and they will. The Growlers, not Bradley! 1-0 Growlers! $1.29 to go in the first. Look at this crowd!
What a pass by Obi! Right on the tape, and Matt Bradley puts it home at 18:31, and the Newfoundland Growlers have a 1-0 lead.
What a pass by O'Brien. He found Matt Bradley on the doorstep, and Brad's made no mistake. At the 18:31 mark of the first, the 8th shot of the game is the one that beats Pat Niggle. And oh, baby, what a goal at this stage of the first period.
Exactly, Chris.
And what did I say? It was the 4-on-4 that earned that little bit of extra ice. Meanwhile, the Walleye get control and started up towards center themselves. Spezia, he's hit hard by Bradley, who steals the puck. Cross ice, a nice feed for Rubens. He'll find Pooley on the right wing side. Tons of ice as Pooley plays it into the corner. Rubens still has a chance. Caught in the skates of Gazzola. He'll look to steal it away. Spezia throws it back. 1 minute to go in the period. Tansey in his own zone. Up for Spezia again. He'll get by Jelinek. Spezia in a 1-on-3 rush. Tries to go wide. Goodbranson gave him nothing. Left wing corner. Goodbranson frees it up for Jelinek. Back behind the net. Rubens now. Growlers have a little more ice again. 40 seconds left. Left wing side, Jelinek through the middle off the errant stick in the high slot. And now Jelinek's going to fight to get it back in the right wing corner. He had his stick knocked away as well. He's still going to hold it in. What a play by Jelinek. 25 seconds to go in the first. The Walleye at center. Cross ice finds Sataway. Pass was blocked and chipped back into neutral ice. Put right back in off another errant stick. What a funny period.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go. Goodbranson in his own zone. Delayed offsides on the Walleye. Can't even forecheck. Jardine will circle back, and that's going to do it. Listen to this crowd. 1-0 Newfoundland. And Sataway all over Brady Ferguson after the whistle, but it's going to take more than that to get under the Growlers' skin. 1-0 after 20 minutes. 8-4. The shots for the Growlers. That's a great first period, Brian.
Absolutely, and the roar of this crowd as the Newfoundland Growlers head on out there. Yes, sirree, folks. That's it. The old rally tells, baby. In a mule. Awesome first period of play. Shots were 8-4. The goal, Matt Bradley, 4th. Zach O'Brien even strengths at 18:31. 1-0 Newfoundland after 20 minutes. Both teams 0 for 1 in the power play. So let's then send things over to Randy and Bill. They're in the building here somewhere tonight for the first intermission. Gentlemen, now for all you folks that are...
All right, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. Bill Hart, Randy Piercy here. Growlers up 1-0 after 1 period of play. And just now, there's a bit of a lull in the crowd. Just a brief one, albeit. After that first goal, you knew the roof was going to blow off this place.
I'm amazed there's only 1-0.
Yes.
There's been some quality scoring chances, including the Toledo team. They've had some good scoring chances too, but Gartag has come to the fore, and he's played really well. He's made that big save, especially on a big turnover there, which we're going to show in a few moments, right?
All right, we're going to look at some highlights here. And we're going to start off with this Growlers one-on-one that you saw. You want to pick apart this play?
Marcus Power. Marcus went in one-on-one against this guy and turned him inside out. This poor guy doesn't have a jock strap anymore. He went around him like a hoop around a barrel shark. Great breakout coming out of their own zone. Marcus is ahead of the play here. Just watch what happens. Here he comes here. Watch. Inside, outside. Goodbye, Charlie Brown. And a great save by the goalie. Great save by the goalie. Other than that, that's 1-0 right away. Just watch. See that? Look. Goalie, look at the defense from playing the puck. Hey, I teach my kids in hockey school, you don't play the puck. You play the body. You look at him in the chest, you play the body. Rinky-dinky, inside out. Hey, pro hockey, man.
Right.
Championship game. But you know what? They have enough confidence to do that in front of all these fans.
That's right.
Oh, man. Fantastic.
Now, how many times during our season of Growlers broadcasts we would say things like, here's a highlight from guard tag.
Hey, listen, this is a major turnover in a Growler's own zone. It happens, but it shouldn't happen in your own zone. You really don't mind turning the puck over in neutral zone or any other team's zone, but not in your own zone. You just watch what happens. I'm not going to point some things out, but I'm just going to point out this great save because the score is 0-0. See how he picked up that puck? Look at that save. Hey, he's walking to the net. He's waiting between the circles, and boom. What a great save. See, that's what you got a quality goalie for. And, you know, working with, see that, there it is. But working with a goalie coach every single day like Marek Benda, I'm going to tell you right now, Marek Benda is second to none when it comes to teaching goalies. And I can tell you right now, Gary Gartag will tell you that.
Yeah.
He will tell you how good this goalie instructor that they got is.
And after a number of scoring chances, the Growlers finally get on the board, and you've said it so many times before, it's speed, speed, speed that got the Growlers here.
This amazed me with Zach O'Brien, okay? The puck, he makes the move going into the corner, but when he makes the, well, here we go here. He comes into the corner, and he gets level in the corner. He didn't give up on it. He stayed on it, and Fergie was smart enough to go to the front of the net. Look at that, bango! In she goes. You know, I mean, no goalie stopping that. I don't care who you are, Bill. You can be a goalie for the Boston Bruins. Watch how he steals this puck here. Watch. Look, Zach, why not pick these pocket over across and in she goes. But young Matt Bradley went right to the net. That's a nose for the net. That's what they're calling, right? Fantastic. Great goal. Great goal. Kept the crowd into it. And I think that's very important, Bill. You got to keep this energetic crowd into the game. Because if they get into a lull, then it goes right back into the offense for that Toledo team.
I'll tell you right now, if I had $1 for every friend of mine that asked me if you have any tickets for tonight's game, I'd be a rich man. Randy, I'd be living next door to you in Florida.
Yeah, I don't know about that, brother.
I'd have a bigger condo, I'll tell you. It's like everyone's jumping on the bandwagon and having a grand old time. So we have 40 minutes left of hockey. Now, the Growlers, what are you thinking? What do they have to keep on doing?
Do what you do best, Bill. You keep using your speed. And I'm telling you, sir, with your speed, with your forechecking, those defense, you wear out the defense on the opposing team. That's the key. Then they will cough up the puck, and that's what you need to do.
Right. So that's what we're standing so far, and so far during the first intermission, fans are just trying to take a little breather, take a little break.
So are we.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever had as many goosebumps as I've had in years. I mean, you said it at the top of the broadcast. Chris Andrews came out and sang the Ode to Newfoundland. Are you kidding me? 6,000 fans singing along with him.
Amazing.
That's Newfoundland pride. Our Newfoundland team, captained by a Newfoundlander from Goulds. All right, we have lots coming up. We're going to be talking to the ECHL commissioner, Mr. Kelly. He had a little visit around the town today. First time he's ever been in St. John, so we'll find out where the Kelly Cup has been for the past 24 hours. And Brian Rogers had a chat with Coach John Snowden. We'll be checking in with that as well. If you are a coach at the Toledo Walleye, what are you doing?
I have no idea. I can't answer that question.
Man, oh man, it's like, how do you? I mean, you got a big team. You've got a big team, but boy, oh boy.
But Bill, remember, they want it to be close, and 1-0 is not a runaway.
Right. That's right. All right, gonna take a little break here, and we'll be back as the first intermission continues on Rogers TV.
Quality and convenience, there isn't much you won't find at Marie's Mini Mart. Home-style breads, sandwiches, plus a variety of artisan breads and delicious single-serve desserts available exclusively at our Frecker Drive location. Marie's Mini Mart, with 25 locations wherever you go, there we are.
This is a story about connections between donors, recipients, and all the people that bring them together. From blood and plasma to stem cells to organs and tissues. Something we can do today and know that because of us, someone else is waking up healthy tomorrow. Because we can all be the reason, the connection, that keeps Canada's lifeline going. Canadian Blood Services. Book your donation today at blood.ca.
This is Oran's key tag. When you use a key tag, you protect your keys. If you lose your keys,
the finder can call the number on the back of the tag
or drop them in any mailbox,
and the Warrants will return your keys to you for free. Order your key tags today at warramps.ca
and make a difference in the lives of amputees like me. Thank you.
Focused on.
Welcome back to the first intermission. I'm Bill Hart, and I'm joined by Mr. Kelly, Commissioner of the ECHL. And first of all, Mr. Kelly, welcome to Newfoundland. I understand you had a chance to bring the Kelly Cup and, of course, the other trophy up there to Signal Hill today for a little tour. How was that?
Oh, that was beautiful. Just to be up there. I've never been up there before, but to have both my wife's cup and the Kelly, my Patrick Kelly Cup up there was thrilling.
Yeah. Now you saw a few icebergs up there too, I
Yes,
understand.
we did. There was one huge one, and then there was a few little scattered around, but there was one pretty good size one.
Now, we did ask you, was that the first time you saw an iceberg, but we got to remember that the ECHL once had a franchise in Alaska.
Yes.
And I think they have one or two icebergs up there too.
I seen a few up there when we went up to the Kelly Cup championship.
That's right. Now, I'll tell you, I've never seen a league geographically stretched so far as the ECHL. You've had franchises as far west as you can go, and now, officially, as far east as you can go. What are the feelings when owners of the St. John's, the Newfoundland Growlers, came to you the idea of an expansion in Newfoundland? What were your thoughts?
It was very exciting. You know, we've been in different states and second or the third team in Canada. We were in Victoria, BC,
right,
in Brampton, and now up in St. John's. This has been a thrill of my life to see this thing grow like this. It's just unbelievable.
Well, I've noticed too that you have two teams whose fans are absolutely electric. I mean, Newfoundland here, we love our hockey, we love our Growlers you've seen here tonight, but you can't help with fans that made the trip down to Toledo. How about the fans down in Toledo, Ohio?
They've had hockey a long time, and they're so into it. It's like somebody pushes a button and everybody says the same word at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so in unison, it's unbelievable. So it's just thrilling to watch this ice hockey.
Yeah, well, they've been following the ECHL since the Toledo Storm days.
Yes.
And I think the ECHL will never leave there. It's a market so grounded with their love for hockey and being affiliated with the Detroit Red Wings. I mean, how about that? That's just a trip up the road, up the highway, for crying out loud.
Well, I played my first game against Toledo in the IHL in 1958-59.
Ah, the old I.
Yeah.
So, tell us about the status of the Kelly Cup. Now, of course, the headlines have been going all around North America about this. The Kelly Cup and the situation with Colorado.
Well, I only told the truth. They did not return the cup when we asked them to. This January at the All-Star game in Toledo had the All-Star game, they named the Most Valuable Player award after my wife June, who worked with us in the office. And I wanted that cup there so bad to get my picture with her. And then the Kelly Cup as a tour for the last 6 or 7 years. We couldn't do that either because we didn't have the cup back. They're getting a new one made. And it's just unfortunate why they did it. Only the people that did it knew.
Well, you know, things happen. Trophies, you know, sometimes they have to be replaced for whatever the reason. And this Kelly Cup that's going to be hopefully awarded tonight is going to be one that's going to be hoisted for generations to come, guaranteed. But beautiful trophy. And tell us a bit about the Most Valuable Player trophy. You just mentioned it a few months ago.
Yeah, it never had a name. It was just the MVP of the playoffs. And this past January, the Board of Governors got together and wanted to award it, name it after my wife, June Kelly. Because she worked for us in the league offices the eight years that I was a commissioner, and did all the business, and I did the hockey, and I wasn't a business person. I knew hockey, but I didn't know that much about business, so she did all the business end for us.
How big of a hockey fan was she?
Oh, Well, we've been married 66 years this October,
Yeah.
and she hadn't missed many games. Now she's up in age. She'll be 86 in about 2 days, and she's hasn't seen many games lately.
No. But I mean, what an honor, and how tickled pink must she be knowing that the most valuable player trophy named after her.
She just, when they announced it, I let them tell her. I said, I want nothing to do with it, guys.
How did that go?
Oh, I was there when I answered the phone and give her the phone. She cried. She was so pleased.
Man.
She never envisioned that anything like that would happen.
Yeah.
But
Well, Mr. Kelly, I'm telling you, first of all, on behalf of Newfoundland and Labrador, thank you so much for allowing us into your prestigious league. We're proud to be a part of it. And, you know, let's be honest, are you the only one, the only one that predicted that the Newfoundland Growlers as an expansion team would be in the finals?
No.
Not many have.
No,
Mr. Kelly, thank you so much. Enjoy the game and enjoy your visit here in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Bill, thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Great. All right, we're going to have a little chit-chat with Brian Rogers, who's sitting down with Coach John Snowden.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Randy. First period intermission here, Game 6 of the Kelly Cup Championship, the Newfoundland Growlers and the Toledo Walleye. And here's head coach John Snowden of the Newfoundland Growlers. Johnny, it has been a knock-em-down, drag-em-out series so far. You knew there was going to be tough sledding out there, and it's everything we expected to see and more.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think I've said it over and over again. It's a very good hockey team over there. It's two good teams playing at, obviously the best time of year here, the most important time of year. And, we're on both sides having to earn every inch of ice and, having to make sure you play a pretty clean game, 200 feet, because if you give a turnover, it's going the other way. If you're able to force a turnover, you give yourself a chance to get a scoring chance. So it's been 5 really good games. I think both teams have had a lot of spurts of good things, and then I think both teams have showed some things where they could do better, but that's part of it. That's part of a 7-game series, and when you have two good teams that play within a really good structure, you're going to have that.
John, you went into northwestern Ohio in a rabid building of 8,500, and the first game maybe a little eye-opener, but you guys settled right back down, played your game, got back to Growler hockey on Friday, and I thought you played a really solid game on Saturday. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, no, I thought the first game there is pretty much what you said it was. It's it's a really tough building to play in. We haven't seen an atmosphere quite like that. I don't think there is really an atmosphere in the league that's quite as loud and as rambunctious as there. And they get 8,000 fans or 8,500 if they will. So that's a lot of people in there. But I thought we settled ourselves down after one, and we came back in game 2 there, and I thought we got to our game. I thought, like I said, each team has their surges, but I thought in game 2 we were able to sustain a lot more offensive time and sustain a lot more pressure at them. So I thought the third game is kind of what you said it was. It was a back and forth tilt. I mean, if you look at the game, it was a 5-on-5. We were even. Power play, neither team scored. We did a good job defending. At the end of the day, we gave up a shorthanded goal. And at this time of year, those are so crucial. You got to make sure you don't give up those chances and those goals against. But I thought we did some good things in the game. Obviously, with some things that we looked at today and yesterday to clean up and make sure we have dialed in going into the night. But we got to have an effort similar to game 2 there, and with spurts in game 3 against them there, and and continue for 60 minutes.
Yeah. Well, John, this is a massive day in Newfoundland and Labrador. The sun is shining. It's the 4th of June, and anytime you're playing in June, there's something on the line, and this is going to be a madhouse on New Gower here tonight. I know they were loud and proud down there in Toledo, but you're going to see probably the biggest and best crowd you've seen at Mile One Center all year, and I'm sure you and the guys are fired up for that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't ask for much more. You're coming home with the 3-2 series lead, and you can feel the buzz in the city. You can, we're coming off the plane, and there's people there cheering for us, and it's all over the radio, and it's just you feel the buzz, and that's huge. It's great for the city, it's great for the province, it's great for the league. It's a great opportunity for our guys. And at the end of the day, we're 3 games to 2. We're at game 6 with an opportunity to close the series out, but it's not going to be easy. We're going to have to fight through it, and we're excited to have that home crowd behind us tonight, buzzing and screaming and beating ugly sticks and cowbells and whatever it is that they're going to bring in there, and make sure we put a great effort out there.
John, may the hockey gods be with you and the boys on this glorious Tuesday here in Newfoundland and Labrador, and hope we get to the promised land finally. It would be the first title ever in the history of this province, and the people have waited a long, long time for that.
Yeah, well, we'll give our best effort tonight for sure.
Head coach John Snowden of the Newfoundland Growlers in the driver's seat up 3-2 in a big game here tonight at Mile One Center. Now let's go back to the studio.
All right, thank you very much, Brian Rogers. Before I get to a story about Brian Rogers, I want to say, Randy, thank you for dressing me tonight. We're both wearing our sealskin bow ties. I mean, we're going as Newfoundland as we can possibly be, and I cannot believe how many compliments I've been getting on the tie. And I've been telling everybody, Randy dressed me. Now, Brian Rogers did not wear a tie.
Dress you. I did not dress you. Bernie Halloran from Always in Vogue went and dressed you.
Yes, he
the
did.
best guy in the world.
He is.
But under the weather today, or he'd be the first one down here watching the game.
Oh, yes, he
but
would.
Tell him the story about Raj.
Now, Brian Rogers did not wear his bow tie today because the last game he did, the Growlers lost.
Yep.
And I understand that he is wearing the same outfit, same clothes he wore Friday night when the Growlers won.
He told me up in the booth. I said, what are you wearing the same outfit for? He said, you know what it's like now, RP. He said they got to wear the clothes that they wore when they won. So he got the same outfit on. I hope not all of it, though.
I'm telling you, as you can hear in the background, the crowd is still starting to get riled up again. They want to see another goal from the Growlers, 40 minutes away from what could be and a most exciting night in Newfoundland and Labrador sports history.
But it's, Bill, it's a quality. I mean, you were just talking to one of the founding members of the ECHL, and I was talking to one of his sidekicks there, and, I was telling him how improved this league has come. Like, people always looked at the East Coast League down around here like it was a goon league, and way back when it was. But I can tell you, the ECHL has done a great job of branding and marketing themselves, and the quality players that are playing in this league now. I would tell you right now, I would pay $100 to watch this. I wouldn't pay 10 cents to watch American Hockey League. When you do a comparison of the quality of the game, the game is a fast-paced game. And anybody who's sitting here, if you go around this building and ask these people who are watching this game, they would agree with me 1,000,000%.
Yes, they will. Let's go hear the crowd and hear the voices of Chris Ballard and Brian Rogers with the call on Eastlink and Rogers TV.
At least I would for them. But anyways, Gartz made the stop, didn't have to do too much, and then Sataway bumped him, and of course tried to get in his craw. Michael Gartek is too unflappable for any nonsense from players of that ilk.
So it looks like the Growlers will start the second period with the goal scorer, Matt Bradley at center. He'll play with Darian Plouffe and Scott Pooley. Jardine and Goodbranson on the blue line. 20 minutes up for period number 2. A.J. Jenks to take the draw for Toledo. Plouffe and Wolf already jarring for positioning along the left wing. And we're back underway as the face-off pulled to Goodbranson and across to Jardine. He'll swing back in his own zone, launching a perfect pass up for Pooley. He'll chip it in. Getting there first easily is Bradley. Snapshot tried there for Pooley. That one flipped off the end of his stick. Played back down low. Pooley stays on top of register, and the Growlers look to force a turnover. It's taken back instead by the Walleye as Jenks gets in with speed on the left wing. He was stick checked by Goodbranson, and the Growlers get it back. Jardine up towards center, chip free by Estefan. He'll give chase there as the Walleye defense recovers. Off a stick, hello, that one into the crowd right below us here in the Bob Cole Media Center. 40 seconds have elapsed off the clock here in the second period, and a face-off to come in neutral ice.
I saw that puck coming here, and I was going to make a play for that, but it didn't get up here. And I'm like, oh, by the way, did you get your Glasgow biscuit over there?
I
Good.
did.
That's courtesy of the beard.
Of course
15,
it is.
And he flipped it up here this morning. Well, he was. I kind of bobbled it, Chris.
Growlers win the draw. James Melindy bank pass ahead. Offside on the Growlers on the play. Tansey got all tied up there with Estefan. So that one again will come back out 47 seconds into the second period. 1-0 Newfoundland. Matt Bradley's fourth has opened the scoring. Ellenuk wins it back. Kestner helps it to the point.
Go away.
Garrett Johnston sends it into the right wing corner. Tansey, he'll try and work it free, and it's going to be knocked down and held by Kestner. Up top, Ellenuk gets by his man. In on goal, it's loose. They score! 2-0 Growlers. It's Josh Kestner.
Hudson Ellenuk with a real heads-up play right there to be able to deke around the defender, go to the net, and then John Kestner cleans up what was left on the doorstep. At 1:03, a quick strike. 2-0 Newfoundland. Listen to this crowd.
A power move in on goal. Now the referees are going to have a chat about this one. Now they're going to say maybe Jelinek was in the crease, or there may have been some interference of some kind, but without video review, I don't know that they've got much of a leg to stand on to try and overturn this one.
Chris, if anybody was in the goal crease, it was maybe 2 or 3 members of the Toledo Walleye there, let alone Pat Nagel. I mean, Ellie was in there tight, but it looked like once he was bumped or whatever, that would be, can't see how that would be negated.
1:03 gone here in the second period. They are having a lengthy chat, one of the linesmen and both referees. Now they had the replay up on Rogers there for a moment.
Well, maybe Davey Simmons, you can cue it up again there, fella, and maybe give us a second look at this as they
Here it comes.
Yes, here we go. Let's have a look.
Jelinek, a power move to the front of the net. Puck comes out for Kessner. Jelinek's nowhere near the goaltender.
He never, ever made any contact with Nagel. That's a
It's
goal.
a good goal.
Absolutely it is. So Josh Kessner gives the Newfoundland Growlers a 2-0 lead at 1:03 of the second period for the Alabamans. Sweet home Alabama. That's his 9th goal of the Kelly Cup playoffs. Hudson Jelinek will draw 1 assist and will have to wait for the other, if there is indeed another.
Dan Watson on the bench for the Walleye, asking for a chat with Chris Pontus.
Well, if they could show that up there on the scoreboard, if they were able to, Chris, and there's no way Jelinek made any contact with Nagel whatsoever.
Well, that's the big second goal we were talking about, Brian.
Yep.
Back to center ice, one back by the Walleye, Obakowski. He'll head it in over center. He'll collide with O'Brien as they send it in. Loose. It comes up top. The Growlers get a stick on it. Booted to center ice by Marcus Power, and he's going to strip his man. In he comes over the line. Oh, hauled down behind the play. What a filthy play there. Now, the Growlers work it back behind their own net. Ringed around the boards. Good stick lift by Ferguson, but that will be an icing on the Growlers. About 35 gone. I don't know. I think it was more behind the play. What? Whoop.
Just pointing down, I'm not even going to say anything. Did you get the official? I heard Jelinek, and there was another assist as well. It might have been Estefan.
Stand by, my friend.
Okay, bud. That was just ridiculous what we just watched happen there. I mean,
he literally grabbed him. It was Estefan and Jelinek.
There you go. Good
Face
stuff.
off one by the Walleye. Register. Quick snap. Big toe save by Gartek. Loose along the wall. Ferguson throwing his weight around as Adam Party gets it. Flips it ahead off the glove of Spezia to center. And away comes O'Brien. Right wing side. Curls and fires. That one's into the mesh yet again. Well, it's taken a while to get through the first minute and 51 here in the second period, but the Growlers have pushed their lead to 2-0. Josh Kessner's 9th of the year from Estefan and Jelinek.
Well, Chris, it's so great to see distributed scoring, too. We talked at the outset on our Mixler broadcast about the number one line of Ferguson, Power, and O'Brien being really tough to deal with. Now you've got goals from Josh Kessner and Matt Bradley. So now you've got your big snipes waiting to lick their lips and get in on the action. So let's do it.
Face off to the left of Nagel. Bradley, Plouffe, and Pooley with Jardine and Goodbranson. Face off one by the Growlers. Into the right wing corner, joining the rush was Goodbranson. He'll play it into the left wing corner. There's Darian Plouffe. Plouffe slams on the brakes, trying to shot. It's off his stick and wide into the right wing corner. Matt Bradley through the middle, knocked away from Pooley almost, and it's a turnover. Bradley almost. He had it stolen away, and back come the Walleye to center ice. Wolf slams on the brakes, just in over the line, and feeds Gazzola. His shot, big pad save, and a big rebound too, and it's played way wide by the Walleye. In the right wing corner, Pooley, he was tied up with Gazzola, and it's worked back up top for Tansey. Fakes and fires, he scores. What a response for Toledo. It's a brand new game. It's 2-1, just 2.5 minutes into the second.
Well, it was quite a shot by Hansey as he labeled it low and to the far side of Michael Gartag on just the 6th shot. that he saw was unable to corral it. And so a quick response for the Walleye. It'll be nice to see now, or it should be interesting to see how the Growlers will respond. Hey, the place gets a little quiet. You're still leading, but you got to clean up because these guys aren't going anywhere.
It was a nice fake shot first for Tansey. And then he pumped it again. Face off won by the Growlers. Johnston through the middle off the stick of Helenuck and in deep. Register behind his net, flings it. It comes to the line. Melindy. He'll put it in on goal. That one stopped by Nagel. Moved ahead. Stolen back by the Growlers. Sat away. Stumbled with it as he gets it back. He's run by Estefan as the Growlers get it back. Johnston for Hudson Helenuck. Up and ahead to center. There's Estefan. Staying onside, Kessner puts it in. Oh, he had a fake shot there. He's driven hard into the boards as Helenuck picks it up and centers it out of the corner. Estefan to the line. Big shot there, snared by Nagel.
Well, there you go. You want to see the response, and the Growlers come right down the ice and apply pressure, and they're able to get a shot, a good low blast from Rubens with traffic in front. So Tansey gets his third at 2:30. I did not get the assist on the goal.
Stand by. Tansey from Birschbach and Gazzola.
There you go.
2-1, Newfoundland leads with plenty of time to go here in the second period. Face off to the left of Pat Nagel, Ferguson, Power and O'Brien with Rubens and Party in the back end. Ferguson on the draw against Spezia. Pulled back by the Walleye, Obukowski lifts it to center, booted free by Adam Party, but the Walleye continue to storm in. Over the line, Spezia had it stolen, and it's pushed by the Growlers to center ice. Obukowski advances in off the line, had it stolen away, it's poked free, and a foot race for it, and the Growlers get it back. Back to Rubens at their own blue line and across for Adam Party. Party, he'll hit center ice and send it into the left wing corner. Pickenich giving chase, almost forced a turnover there. The Walleye forced to clear this all, and that's going to be an icing.
Chris, that's a prime example of what the Growlers need to continue to do here tonight is to dump in the chase because those defensemen for Toledo look like they're making bad decisions when they're pressured. We've seen 3 or 4 instances already in this hockey game where the puck came precariously close to a scoring opportunity, all because of a hard forecheck and getting in there quick.
Face off in the offensive zone here for Newfoundland. Bradley's on the draw against Spezia. 16:06 to play here in the second. Less pace here in the second period as the Growlers win the draw. Good Branson puts it in on goal off the blocker of Nagel along the left wing boards. Jardine, he'll walk it into the corner. He's bumped by Pope, but kicks it free. Pushes it back to the point. Pooley through traffic. Stop. Rebound just rolls wide. Now Plouffe was interfered with by Kotick there. Bradley's going to try and steal it back from Obukowski as the Walleye lift it the length of the ice. Jardine's back forward. He'll play it up for Pooley. The Growlers calling for it there was Plouffe. It's off his skates and in deep. He'll give chase against Pope. Steals it away. Had it knocked off his stick, did Plouffe. And right out to center come the Walleye over the line. That is indeed an offside.
We played 4:35 here in a mostly charged Tuesday night across Newfoundland and Labrador, and in particular here from the Bobco Media Center of Mile 1, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, the site of Game 6 of the Kelly Cup Best of 7 Championship, with Newfoundland leading the series 3-2, holding on to a 2-1 lead here early in period number 2, trying to reach the promised land.
Helenuck
Kelly Cup
wins the face-off back to Garrett Johnston. He'll retreat behind his own net with Wolf all over him. Sent a pass ahead into the skates of Estefan and out to center where Helenuck frees it up and Kessner walks in. Kessner on the right wing side tries the shot. A second opportunity and he whips it wide. Johnston at the line. His shot snared by Nagel. Through traffic, but he saw it all the way. Another offensive zone draw for the Growlers.
Absolutely. Get it on the net. Never know what's going to happen here. Keep the pressure on here. Don't let up at all. That goal by Toledo, the response came quick after Josh Kessner's 9th from Hudson Helenuck and Giorgio Estefan at 1:03 made it 2-0. Kevin Tansey with his 3rd. From Birschbach and Gazzola, even strength at 2:30, and that's where we stand.
To the right of Nagel we go this time. Ferguson, O'Brien, and Pooley with Rubens and Party in the back end. Marcus Power gets a shift off. And this is as good a wave as I've ever seen here in Mile 1 Center, too.
Been a while.
Face off into the left wing corner. Pooley works it back up top to Rubens. Fakes the shot off the backboards and paddled away by Nagel. Read back up, Ferguson behind the net for Pooley. Pooley trying to work it back out in front, had it stolen. And it's stolen right back at center by O'Brien. He'll launch it in. Left wing corner, Ferguson's bodied, but Pooley's able to play it back down low, register. He's under some pressure from Ferguson, snapped a pass across, and it finds Hamilton. Hamilton up towards center. Sataway hits the center ice line and walks in. Had it stolen away, and O'Brien plays it free to center. Trying to get loose is Bradley. He'll poke it free. Hamilton did a good job staying in front of him as now the Walleye work it back with speed and numbers. Sataway. His shot was blocked by Rubin. Second try. Ends up into the right wing corner for more. Back up top, Register. He'll hammer that one. It's blocked and into the mesh.
Noticing that Scott Pooley replaced Marcus Power on the line with Brady Ferguson and Zach O'Brien for that particular shift, Chris. We hope that Marcus is okay.
I don't know if I see him on the bench. Or if he is, he's that one behind the door. No, that's Johnny. I don't know. We'll keep an eye, folks. To the right of Gartag we go. Bradley and Spezia on the face-off. 14-10 to go in the second. 2-1 Newfoundland. Pulled into the corner, and Jardine gets control, but he's under pressure by Hunter Smith. He's bodied hard by the big fella Smith down there. Jardine still trying to kick it free. 4 players in that tussle, and Matt Bradley leaning in, trying to free it back up. Looks like a rugby scrum down there. And it's the Growlers who do pull it away. Plouffe, he'll steal it from Obakowski and leave it for Pikanich. Over the line, they're onside. Pikanich plays it in. Off a body right wing corner. Plouffe, nice check on the play, but the Growlers can't maintain the puck. Behind the net, Obakowski. He'll play catch to keep away from Eleanuk. Leaving it for Kotick on the right wing side. Hammered off the blocker of Gartag. Bouncing puck. Knocked into the corner and collected by Malindi. Malindi, what a feed for Eleanuk. Up on the right wing side and chipped in deep by Estefan. Nagel plays it away along the right wing boards, and the Walleye get it and look to skate it out. Kotick, he flipped it free to center ice. It's backhanded off the skates of Johnston, and Ferguson storms in to control it ahead. Kestner, he'll find Estefan streaking down the left wing, trying to walk back toward the middle. Had it ripped away by Obakowski. Into the air, out to center ice. It bounces right to Garrett Johnston. Through the middle and kick free. Estefan sends it in. Right wing corner, Ferguson gives chase against Obakowski, finishes his check as the puck freed up in the left wing corner. Kestner trying to get his stick on it. It bobbled to center. Adam Party, he couldn't chip it in very deep. A broken stick on the play by Jenks. And Rubens there to recover it. Oh, he got a stick up high. No call there as the Growlers cleared to center, but no further. Here's Moore. Or Toledo puts it in behind the net. Gartag trying to get a paddle on it, but Wolf is there. Wolf behind the net he goes. Out up top for Gazzola. It's blocked. Big hit there in the corner, and it's freed back up. Chipped to the line and out, and Pooley's going to dart away for it. Pooley couldn't get it by Tansey, but he'll follow it and steal it back. O'Brien behind the net. O'Brien left it back for Pooley. Up top for Jardine. Jardine steps in. Oh! That one off a couple of legs and just missed wide. Cleared out by the Walleye. No icing on the play, so Jardine plays it behind the net for Goodbranson. He looks up ice and finds Pikanich, who touches back freely for Jardine. He'll walk it over the line, gets his own pass in the left wing corner, read it back up for himself too. Good job by Jardine to protect that puck. He's all over his man. Puck comes away. The Growlers still have it. Plouffe. He's checked again, manages to free it up, and Pikanich holds the line. Left wing side, Pikanich spins away from another check. Waits for a couple of mates to get set up after a line change and fired it over the cage. Malindi had it stolen away. Plouffe's stick was knocked out of his hands and into the air as the Walleye storm back. Right wing corner, Brian Moore. Stick check, tried to find an open man. It's stolen by Plouffe at center. Away he goes with speed, leaving it for Bradley. Cuts it over the middle. Oh, it just hit a body and trickled wide. Freed up in the corner, Estefan for Eleanuk. to the point, Melindy and across to Johnston. Through the middle again, in on goal, stopped by Nagel and kicked into the corner. Work back to the point, Johnston had to skate in to keep it alive, and he will for Ellenuk. Ellenuk's knocked off the puck, and the Walleye get control, hitting center ice and rolling it in. 10:30 remaining here in the period. Dangerous play, but it worked out this time. Ellenuk jumped away from the puck there. Back on the Walleye on the right wing side, Storm. Rolling puck, centered in, and a great stop, and it's cleared. No icing. Look at Kessner chase down Kotick. All the way behind the net, trying to get a clean stick in on him, but the Walleye at center ice. Get it and walk it over the line. Stolen back, Kessner. This could be a 2-on-1. Kessner has Ellenuk with him. Finds the trailer. What a shot! What a finish! 3-1 Growlers!
Georgia Estefan scores at 10:04 to make it 3-1. What a shot by Estefan!
What a finish, what a pass, pure perfection. Kessner at the top of the left wing circle, found the trailer in Estefan, and he put it off the far post and in for a 3-1 lead. That goal is huge, Brian.
And we want more, Christopher. We want more.
Ferguson, O'Brien, and Pooley back out there. Face off one back by the Growlers. Party advanced to Pooley at center, and he'll send it in. Gazzola under pressure. He'll send it to center ice. Party blows a tire, and now a breakaway. What a save by Dartag! Robs! Shane Birch back, and the Growlers storm back to center. Pooley, he'll send it in. Behind the net, O'Brien's out there buzzing, trying to steal it from Tansey. 10:06 was the time of the goal. Estefan's 8th of the postseason. I don't have assists yet. First back,
for sure
stays onside. Here's a weak shot wide of the cage. Bounced off the backboards. The Growlers work it ahead again for Darian Plouffe. Plouffe over the line. Jenks trying to get a stick in on him. Plouffe with a try. That one stopped. Plouffe's going to get his own rebound back, and Pickenich works it along the boards for Goodbranson. Right wing side a shot. Lockered right back to Jardine at the point. He'll hold it in and send it along the left wing boards. Pickenich played it down low. Right now it just reads is Estefan from Kessner. Out to center ice come the Walleye. Lifted across the ice. Glove down by Sadaway. He's forced to dump it in. Under 9 minutes to play in the second. 18-10. That's the shots in favor of Newfoundland. Long feed to center. Kessner tried to one-touch it ahead, and they find Ellenuk on the right wing side. Knocked away from him and just out of the reach of Kessner as the Walleye looked to counter back. They had a quick response after the first goal. Freed up through the middle, stolen back. Kessner, a bit of miscommunication there. Nice play by Melindy to flip it to center. Hamilton. Cross. He'll get it back from Register. Ahead, that pass stolen by Estefan. Sees a bit of ice and takes it as he skates it in on the right. Fakes the shot, runs right into Register. He'll get the puck back. He's in a scrum on the right wing corner. He'll free it up. O'Brien behind the net. O'Brien pauses before leaving it Johnston and across to Melindy. Pooley in the corner. Leaves it there. What a feed out in front. Pooley gets his own rebound and works it up top to Garrett Johnston. Johnston fires. Oh, just wide. Rolls on the side of the crease. Ferguson. He couldn't tuck it home. Clear to the line. Melindy holds it in. Played down low. Ferguson has some options. Spins away from Hamilton. Back to the point. Johnston again. Johnston. Cross ice. Nice feed. Finds Rubens jumping into the right wing corner. Rubens plays it back down low. Pooley all over his man. It rolls to Party at the line. He'll boot it free and flip it down into the left wing corner. The Growlers are controlling the puck beautifully here inside their offensive zone. Pooley works it free. What a feed! Off the line! Rubens puts it a backhand over the net and out of play. Now, Ferguson's got to stay away from Hamilton.
Come on.
And I think they're going to send a couple guys to the sin bin here. Rubens is going to go, and I think he was jostling with Spezia behind the play.
Well, if they're going to call just Rubens, this Bruckman 25 is allowed a whole lot of stuff to go on earlier. Now they're going to send the vote. It's going to be Gallant and Rubin, so it will not be a power play. Both teams have had one opportunity.
And the Growlers have already scored a 4-on-4 goal here tonight.
Yep, let's get another one here. What a tremendous shift there. They had it going on here. That was a great shift. Another goal here, Chris, would be so huge. I mean, I know there's tons of time left.
Oh, for sure.
Just you need to smother, you need to squish the fish. A goal here. I'm not saying it would break them, but it certainly would begin to start something.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. Looks like coincidental minors for both the Walleye and the Growlers. Bill Hart, Randy Piercy here. Wow, the crowd is. If you thought they couldn't get into it more, here we are.
A little bit of a lull there. They gave up the one goal against them,
Yes.
but they brought it back. I'll tell you right now, they are flying. I just said to you 5 minutes ago, did they have a 5-minute power play? They were dominating that much. And I can tell you right now, the referees are giving them all kinds of breaks. All kinds of breaks.
Oh, and that call right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just incredible. I counted 4 blatant penalties. They never called out one of them. And one of them we got here, hopefully we can have it here on the highlight. He grabbed him by the back and neck and threw him to the ice. That was what we just saw.
Yeah, the one we just saw.
Oh, man,
and,
I can tell you right now.
It's not biased. All right, Chris, Brian, back to you on Rogers TV.
One of those two is going to hoist that MVP.
Estefan, Ellenuk, Goodbranson, and Jardine out there. 4-on-4 with 7:03 to play in the period. Pulling that one away. It's loose in front, knocked out, but held in with a sweeping poke check by Goodbranson. Laid down low and along the right wing boards. Goodbranson activates and plays it behind the net. Tried a backhand pass to center and had it stolen. Tansey, he'll backpedal inside his own zone and get set for a rush. Long feet ahead, and it lands for Berschbach. Berschbach, the trailer is Tansey, and a stop was made by Gartag. Played ahead, too far for Estefan, but he'll skate and pick it up. Estefan curls to the middle, has an open look and score! What a shot! Giorgio Estefan, 4-1 Growlers!
That a boy, Gio, baby! I knew you were going to come through, big fella! Woo! What a shot by Giorgio Estefan! 13:32. It's 4-1 Growlers.
What a shot! Estefan tucks it under the bar. The Growlers have 4 goals on their 20th shot. 4-1.
What a night for Giorgio Estefan. The playoff proven kid from the Western Hockey League said he plays his best in the postseason. Now we're seeing why, baby.
Another 4-on-4 goal for the Growlers as O'Brien looks for more. Cutting in on the right wing. He'll sneak by Hamilton, had it stolen by Wolf. An almost turnover there as the Growlers looks to get it back. The Walleye get it. Passed ahead to center. Giorgio Estefan with the goal to make it 4-1. Behind the net, Garrett Johnston in his own zone. Ahead to center, Ferguson scoops it up and heads in over the line. Pauses, lets it rip. It's off the stick of Register and into the protective mesh. Under 6 minutes to go.
Giorgio Estefan's 9th from Scott Pooley, even strength at 13:32 for a 4-1 Growler lead here in the second period of Game 6. Chris, if I'm the Growlers, I'd keep the pedal to the metal. You got 5:54 remaining in the second period. You are playing an outstanding game.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. Well, I'm telling you, last time we spoke, the crowd was wild. I don't know what the level is above wild and above that. That's where we are now at mile 1.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, every person here is on their feet.
Yep.
They have been since the opening bell. And I tell you, the Growlers are responding. And listen, who couldn't respond with what is after going on here this evening? I mean, this is the most beautiful atmosphere anybody has ever played sports, will tell you. And wait until, as we go through, if the Growlers keep going, they're going to blow them out of the water. I'm telling you right now. These guys, all they can do is haul the Growlers down because they can't catch them.
No, they
and
can't.
you cannot catch them. The Growlers are flying.
Right.
See, that's what momentum does, Bill. As I've said so many times here, momentum and confidence, and they are, listen, I've never seen them play like this.
Oh, no.
All season long, I said they had a skilled team.
All right,
man,
back to you, Chris and Brian on Rogers TV.
Branson and Jardine again. Spezia against Bradley on the faceoff. Bradley wins it cleanly to the line to Jardine. Bit of a rolling puck. He'll settle in, fire that one over the cage. Picked up by Bradley in the left wing corner, walks up top along the left wing boards, dekes around his man, stays on side. Good Branson a shot. That one stopped, rebound falls to Pooley. Left wing side, activating to try and keep it back alive was Bradley. Stolen by Hamilton, he'll push it back for Register. 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. Here come the Walleye over center, Spezia. He's upended by Goodbranson. Hamilton, he's bumped off the puck but collects it and works it back up top for Spezia again. He's been harassed by Goodbranson along the left wing boards. Goodbranson's all over him. Spezia forced to free up a puck back for Hamilton. Into the corner and picked up by Register. He'll have it stolen by Pooley. Register stays on him as Pooley gets by him and pushes up for Rubens joining the play on offense. Rubens curls and fires. It's off a stick and into the mesh as Rubens is being double teamed by Walleye after the whistle there, but they teach better manners than that in Latvia.
I'm sure they do. All right, 4:55 left here in this crazy second period. Newfoundland had a 1-0 lead through 20 minutes on a goal by Matt Bradley. And what a game Bradley's playing tonight here. His fourth from Zach O'Brien at 18:31 over the scoring, and they pumped home 3 here in the second for a 4-1 lead.
Estefan's on the draw. He's out with Kessner and Elena, Johnston and Malindi. Jinx on the draw against Estefan. Pulled back by the Walleye. Obukowski tries to skate it out. His pass is off a Growler. Chip free by Estefan and corralled by Kessner. Across to Garrett Johnston at his own blue line. He'll skate it ahead. In comes Ellenuk. Partial break. Oh, a good save there by Nagel.
Oh, Ellie would like to have that one back. Big Hudson Ellenuk playing in front of his parents. Father, of course, former National Hockey Leaguer Pat Ellenuk. What a great pass by Garrett Johnson. Right on the tape of the big guy. And boy, if he would have potted that one right there, that would have been a huge goal. I mean, they're all large at this time of the year for sure, folks. It may sound cliche, but that would have been something else.
To the right of Pat Nagel, another offensive zone draw, another shift. Marcus Power back with Ferguson and O'Brien. Rubens and Party stay on the back end as Ferguson unable to win the draw. Dropped back by the Walleye and in some trouble inside their own zone. O'Brien almost stole that one away as they chip it in over the line. And that's an offside on Toledo.
4:26 remaining here in the second period. If you're just joining us, Josh Kessner made it 2-0 with his 9th of the Kelly Cup playoffs from Ellenuk and Estefan, a 103 even strength, pardon me. Tansy tied it at 2:30, and then Georgia Western with back-to-back tallies at 10:04, 13:32 for the 3-goal lead, 4-1 Growlers.
Thank you, Brian. Rubens under pressure inside his own zone, frees it up. Tardy through the skates of O'Brien. He'll send it to the line and ahead for Ferguson. He's got power with him. Ferguson tried to thread it through. A second opportunity as well was blocked by the Walleye defense. Pushed ahead, and here comes Toledo. Pope at center, weaves his way into the offensive zone. All down by Rubens, but pops up and gets the puck in the left wing corner. Freed up there, centering pass, blocked, but it comes back all the way to the point to Hamilton. He'll work it across, Register, loose in front of the cage, sprawling his Gartag, and he's got it underneath it.
Attaboy, Mikey.
3:42 remaining in the second period.
Good to see Marcus Power back too, Chris. I know Brady was trying to get the puck to Marcus. I thought that the St. John's native might have been in some trouble. I don't think he's at 100%, but it's great to see he's back out. He took a shift, and I know Ferg was trying to get him the puck there on that potential scoring opportunity that went for naught.
Well, to the right of Michael Gartag we go for another face-off. Bradley out there. He's been dynamite on the face-off dot tonight.
He's been tremendous and on the forecheck.
And he wins another one cleanly back to Jardine. Off a stick of a Walleye and out. So no icing even on the play. You'll take that bounce every time you get it. Register. Played it away into the right wing corner. Stolen by Bradley. Bradley walks up top of the backhand. Still has it himself. He's wheeling. Turns and fires. Hits the outside of the net. Bradley alone in front for Pooley. Oh, what a stop that was. Point blank by Nagel. Back up top. Goodbranson fakes, fires. It's off a body in front. Pooley boots it back to the line. Goodbranson walks it into the corner. Sees a little opening and threads it through to Pooley. Taken by the Walleye. Turned over. Left wing corner. Register. Patient. Plays it ahead. Flipped into the air. And to Garrett Johnston, who was waiting at his own blue line. Up for J.J. Pickenich in over the line. Pass. Ellenuk unable to knock that one down, but he's hard on the forecheck. Register spins that one free to center. James Melindy able to steal it. And what a move to keep away from Wolf and put it back into the offensive zone. Moore, long feed ahead off the outside of the skates of Gallant. He's rocked by Melindy as Gartag leaves it in the corner. Snap free to Giorgio Estefan. Estefan behind the back for Johnston. He'll activate. What a feed. Kessner gets in behind the defense. What a save again by Nagel. 2:15 to go in the period. The Growlers hold the line. Down low, Ellenuk on his backhand in the left wing corner. Leaves it for Kessner. Kessner keeps the legs moving. Estefan it was, rather. He'll fire it wide. Right wing corner, Berschbach. Gets it up for Kotick. 2 minutes to go in the period. Kotick. Cross ice feed off the tape of Jenks, but stolen back by Newfoundland. Johnston all the way to center with a man on him. That one hit the official and lands for the Walleye, and away they come, a 2-on-2 rush. Kotick flipped into the right wing corner. Gartag uses his big goal stick to swat that one away and ahead. Tied up along the right wing boards. Jenks tries to work it back down low. Finds its way up top. Gazzola. Tansey with Marcus Power all over him. Tansey trying to find some space for a shot, but he can't beat Gartag again.
Well, Michael Gartag has only had to corral 13 shots, or he's only faced 13. He only had one beat him. Now's not the time, boys, to give this team an opportunity to think that they can come back in this one. You got to keep the pedal to the metal and ward them to the outside here. You've got to get through the next 86 seconds here unscathed, boys. Big face-off here to the right of Michael Gartag, and Giorgio Estefan will draw the assignment.
Estefan on the draw against Spezia. $1:26 to go in the second. To the right of Michael Gartag. On top of the puck, it's worked free, and the Growlers pull it back. Rubens off the stick of Ferguson. That one tumbles the length of the ice. No icing. So Tansey gets in and looks to wheel out of his own zone with speed. Cuts over center and finds Storm. Chipped it ahead. Stolen by Party. He can't get it out. Under some pressure, it lands for Rubens. He'll leave it pinned in the right wing corner inside his own zone. A minute to go in the period. Rubens left his stick behind as the Growlers flip it free. And now Pooley gets away. He's got Ferguson with him. Trying to find Fergie with the pass. It's broken up. Cross ice feed, too much for Gazzola. Snap back ahead, and in comes Pooley for a second try. Tries to get loose, spins away from Tansey. Back up top, Goodbranson, his shot stopped by Nagel.
Nice try, though. Wouldn't we want to, Chris and I want to see Alex Goodbranson score a goal so badly, and boy, I'll tell you, Goody's really been engaged in the offense.
What a game he's had.
He's jumped up there, and he's been just...
The same can be said for a lot of the Growler defense tonight.
Man, everybody's playing a team game here. Everybody, you don't want to leave anybody out at all, but just watching Goody jump up there and get active in the offense is awesome to see. And he's had a couple good scoring opportunities, good looks, and good slappers right on the net.
Bradley, Pickenich, and Plouffe with Jardine and Goodbranson. Only 36 seconds left on the second period clock. One back to Goodbranson. He'll leave it. Snapper, pinballed wide. Actually, I thought it was wide, but I saw it through the mesh of the catching glove of Nagel. That's where it was. He caught the darn thing.
Yes, he did. It was very observative. You can see through the mesh of that. You got sunset eyes on your mind.
I thought it was like behind the net because I saw the puck anyway. Another offensive zone draw. 30.4 seconds left in the period. Bradley stays in there against Gallant. What a play. Poke free. Back to Goodbranson. He'll snap it into the corner. Register gets it. Lifts it the length of the ice. That's another icing call against the Walleye as Jardine skates back to touch it up.
Well, Chris, you know, we were saying about keeping right on them and dumping it in. It appears, and I don't want to say this for, too early, but it appears that the Walleye are starting to look a little fatigued because of the tremendous pressure that the Growlers and their immense speed and adeptness have put on them.
Face off to the left of Nagel. Estefan, he's got 2 goals in the period. Number 8 and 9 of the postseason.
And an assist.
Face off one back to Goodbranson. 18 seconds, he'll send it in. It's wide of the cage. In the left wing corner, and the Walleye look to counter with speed. Sadaway chipped it by Jardine, but racing back to take control of the puck was Kessner. It's advanced, 5 seconds to go. Estefan at center, banks it free, and the Growlers, they'll carry a 3-goal lead into the third period. 4-1, Newfoundland.
Chris, that might have been one of the best periods of play by the Growlers that we have seen. I mean, we've seen lots in the Kelly Cup playoffs, but I'll tell you what, that was one of the best periods of hockey that they played. I'll tell you what, outside of one opportunity that Wolf got outside of the Tansy goal, the Growlers were on their game, right on the money. And that was absolutely a terrific period of play. Now they need 20 more minutes of hockey. 20 more, dump and chase and keep the pressure on, wear them out, and hopefully in the next hour and 45 minutes or so, the storybook closing will be here. But it's not over yet, folks, but through 40, the Growlers have a 4-1 lead. And let's send it back now to Bill Hart and Randy Piercy here in the crowd at Mile 1 Center for the Rogers Eastlink broadcast.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. Welcome to the second intermission. Bill Hart and Randy Piercy with you. And we were discussing beforehand that this is probably the best period the Newfoundland Growlers have played all season.
What do you mean, probably, Bill? There's no such thing as probably. There's no doubt about it. They could have had 10, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You only got to look at the highlights. And these are not just garbage chances. I mean, it's just incredible, the speed. And like this defense, I really feel bad for the defense on this Toledo team because they just cannot catch up to these speedsters. They really can't.
No, it's been
but again, the third period's a different period, so who knows?
Yes, it is. Still lots of hockey left. Let's show you what we've seen so far. Check out some highlights. We'll start with this Growlers goal.
And of course, now the Toledo thinks this is interference, but it's not. Elnuck is doing his job. He's going in there. It's basically a 3-on-2 right here. Watch. Elnuck tries to make the play, and he's going through the crease. He never interfered, and they pick up the garbage and go to the net. And I think it was Matt Bradley, or it could be any one of those great shots. Just watching these guys go to the net. Look right here, close up. Look, right to the net. That's a great save. Garbage. Boom, boom, in she goes. hey, that's what you got to do. That's, I mean, that's, you go to the net and you get rewarded. And that's what they're doing in all of these plays, right? Fantastic goal. And that was a big one, because that gives them that 2-0 lead.
Oh,
but
yes.
then again, the worst lead in hockey is?
No, that's right. I know. Go ahead, say it.
2-goal lead.
That's
the worst
right.
lead in hockey.
It is. And the only time the Mile 1 Center grew a little bit quiet was when Toledo scored to get themselves on the score sheet.
Well, I feel bad for Plouffe, the little kid who tried to block so many shots, and he's blocked so many shots. You see him out at the top of the circle here. He goes out and drops down. See, that smart defenseman faked him out of his pants. And what happened is a big winger is in front of the net, you can't see. And the only way they're going to beat Gartag is if they screen him or is a deflection. There's a kid's on his game, there's no question about it. Now you watch and see how Plouffe goes out to block this right here, right there. You see? And he went down, and the defenseman faked him and fired it. Gartag didn't see it, simple as that. Good goal, but I thought then what was going to happen was that other team was going to grab the momentum, but did not happen.
The Newfoundland Growlers regained that 2-goal lead not long afterwards.
They certainly did on an unbelievably beautiful goal. Watch, folks. Here we go. What a three-way passing play here. It's just 2-on-2. Watch the guy come in from the slot. See that? And he goes top cheese. What a great shot. Oh, man. Look. See how energetic they are? Missing a punt. Watch. 2-on-2. Here he goes. He waits right out in the slot. And bingo, top cheese. No way you're stopping that. If he had to put that low, He's stopping it. But he goes up when he keeps a cookie jar.
That's
and he ain't
right.
stopping it. No question about
You've
it.
been saying that all season, and
Yes,
it always
sir.
works.
Yep,
it
sir.
never fails.
Yep.
And of course, sometimes you're going to have to count on that goaltender to get you there, and Michael Garte makes a beauty of a save
watch
here.
this, folks. I mean, listen. Goalie's froze the net back down on the net. Watch. Lucky break, bounce. Watch this save, folks. You ain't pulling it on him. If you do, you better go top cheese. As if you don't, he's stopping it because he comes square across. He pushes off that back leg. Just watch what he does here now. He pushes off the back leg, and he slides across. Here he goes, right there, look. Hey, if you don't get up top on that, you ain't scoring. And that kid's been doing that all season long, and that's why he's the glue that's kept this ship together, I'll tell you right now.
Now, of course, a 2-goal lead is never fun, but how about a 3-goal lead? This is where the Growlers make it 4-1, and that's when the crowd went to another level.
Only because it was such a great goal. Watch, here we go again. Now we got another 2-on-2, okay? Now instead of going across, watch, here he comes across himself. You see, now all the defensemen were doing, they were thinking that this is going to be a drop pass to somebody coming late, and he fooled them all. Here, watch what he does. He comes down wide, he gets the defenseman to back off, and then he goes, boom-o. Catch this one, bozo. Right in the top shelf. There you go. That's how you score on these goalies. Unbelievable, I tell you right now.
Man, what a great, after 2 periods of play, it is the Growlers 4, Toledo Walleye 1. The Newfoundland Growlers.
Bill, I got to interrupt you before we cut off. I got to say this. Look, they could have had, I could have showed right now 2 hours of highlights in that period.
Yes, you could.
There's no question about it. They are just totally dominating, and it's great to see.
They continue this, and we have a Kelly Cup in our future. All right, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be back as the second intermission continues on Rogers TV.
Focused on quality and convenience, there isn't much you won't find at Marie's Mini Mart. Home-style breads, sandwiches, plus a variety of artisan breads and delicious single-serve desserts available exclusively at our Frecker Drive location. Marie's Mini Mart, with 25 locations wherever you go, there we are.
When my legs get stronger, I want to play basketball, volleyball, I want to run. I was sick when I was a little baby. I had meningitis.
Even after they did the amputations, they said that it was likely he would not make it.
To now, you throw him on that bike and off he goes.
My bike helps me get my legs stronger.
Without the ramps, being able to afford his limbs and devices would be difficult.
Thank you for helping me get around.
What really triggered it was one of my friends who took his own life. I started self-medicating with alcohol. I couldn't sleep. I was having constant nightmares, waking up screaming. A friend of mine referred me to the Legion. I had no idea what services they provided, but that's what eventually forced me to seek the help, and I'm glad I did. It was the best thing that I ever did.
Welcome back to the second intermission. Bill Hart's here, and in Randy Pierce's place, we have Dean, the owner of the Newfoundland Growlers. How happy are you right now?
Well, right now I'm pretty happy, but you know, there's another period to go. These
That's
guys
true.
scored 3 goals, Alice, in 5.5 minutes in game 1.
They did.
So, but you know, we're skating, and when we skate, our speed really prevails, and we can get 20 more minutes of that, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape.
Right. Let's take us back now to the beginning, right from the beginning when you got the expansion franchise
Yeah.
awarded. Let's be honest now, what were the goals when the puck dropped when they started the season?
I know people won't believe this, but I'm sorry I'm hoarse.
It's okay.
But, you know, because of our affiliation with the Maple Leafs and the players, quality players they gave us, we thought we would compete and thought we'd go, you know, get through a couple of rounds of the playoffs. I think we thought we'd get certainly to the division finals, which we did.
Yeah.
And then after that, you know, it's a grind. You're playing 4 series, so depends on injuries and all that. But you know, this team keeps getting better and better, and I think you're seeing that tonight.
Oh yeah, and speaking of tonight, how do you feel about this fan support tonight?
Oh man,
if this Mile One Center had the capacity of 60,000, I think you'd still be able to sell it out.
Well, that would be amazing. But you know, what we've seen is steadily as the season's gone on, the fan base has grown because they're seeing it's a good quality product. And then quite literally, the fans are the 7th man tonight. There's no doubt. I mean, this is an intimidating barn to come into when you see our fans. You know, our fans were on their feet 5 minutes before the puck even dropped. Like, that's
right.
pretty spectacular.
It is. Well, it could end up being, and we're not going to start,
No,
knock wood,
no
we're not going to start,
jinx.
yeah, we're not going to jinx anything like that.
No.
But, I mean, how great of a Newfoundland sports moment could it be to see James Melindy be presented with the Kelly
Oh,
Cup?
I think, I'll shed a tear.
You won't be alone. I mean, you can't get any more Newfoundland and Labrador than that.
No,
A
for
Newfoundland-owned team, a Newfoundland-based team, captained by a Newfoundlander from the Goulds.
Hard to beat.
Okay, so tell us about the excitement you've had so far. I mean, of course, you went above and beyond expectations, but what has impressed you the most about this team?
I think as the season progressed, I watched them meld into more of a brotherhood.
Sure.
You know, they're looking out for each other. There's some incredible talent on the team, but they play like a team. They don't care who gets the goal, who gets the glory. They want the W, and that's really evident in the way they play. If you've seen the highlights from down in Toledo, where Wolf blocked the 3 shots in 30 seconds.
That's harsh.
3 howitzers, right? I mean, and then so when you see that kind of effort, you can tell they want it. They're leaning over the boards instead of sitting on the bench, waiting to get out on ice. So I think they want to get this done, and I just hope the hockey gods give us another 20 minutes.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice.
It'd be
It would
amazing.
definitely be nice. Okay, I want to reference before you go a Toronto Star article last week. Talking about hockey fans in Toronto realizing that a Toronto Maple Leafs affiliated team is still in the playoffs. It was a great article talking about the Maple Leafs. They were out. The Marlies, they got eliminated. And then all of a sudden, folks were going, wait a minute, there's still a Maple Leafs affiliated team to the playoffs? And the writer was saying he's seeing Newfoundland Growlers jerseys in Toronto. And they've been calling the Newfoundland Growlers, I don't know if you heard this yet, the Down East Leafs.
That's not bad. We'll take anything. You can call us anything if we win.
It's like, it'd be wicked. Well, I'll tell you what, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very
This
much.
is exciting
Really
times.
appreciate it. Thanks for Rogers' support also.
Oh, we're proud to be here. All right, Brian Rogers had a chat with Adam Party. Let's throw to that now.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Randy. Great to have the boys down here at Mile 1 on this Tuesday, the 4th of June in the year 2019. Second intermission with Adam Party, the pride of Bonavista, Vista, Newfoundland and Labrador. And Adam, you can feel the buzz in the air ever since the team landed at St. John's International Airport on Sunday. There were young fans waiting, and you could feel the vibrate as we got off the plane. And it's been a crazy 48 to 72 hours. This has got to be so truly exciting.
It is, yeah. It's pretty cool to see some fans come out and show the support. I mean, it's been a long, long year, and we're at this point, and it's a pretty exciting time for us and exciting time for the city.
Well, they're coming out of the woodwork. I don't know about your phone, but I think everybody in the organization, I'm sure, had their phones blowing up over the last 24 hours. Everybody wants a piece of the Growlers now, and that's awesome to see because there's just so much at stake here.
It is. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just cool to see everybody jumping on board here. It's an exciting time for, just to be in the finals, I think. And once you get there, the buzz just gets that much higher. And, we feel like we're the team that can, really get this win tonight. And you never want to get too ahead of yourself, but we feel confident, and we feel we're the better team, and we feel like we can get this done.
Adam, it would be absolutely mind-boggling just to see the reaction, at around 10 o'clock here in the Port City tonight, if that is the fact. It's been a really, really hard-fought series, so 2 excellent hockey clubs. You're getting the distaste coming out, especially in Toledo in game number 5, but you guys weathered the storm of a very volatile area. I mean, you went into uncharted waters there with 8,500 screaming fans 3 games in a row.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play. There's no doubt. I think most of those 3 games we've had to weather, their forecheck and their kind of energy and momentum throughout most of those 3 games, and we were able to. We wanted 1, we got 1. So we accomplished what we went down there to do. But tough place to play. I mean, just even walking around the streets, the city's aware of who you are, and they're kind of on board. Them winning, and I get that. There was a buzz in that city, so it was pretty cool to see. I think it was new for a lot of our young guys. Maybe that could explain game 3, but I think we did a great job of getting back to our game in games 4 and 5, and it's a tight series. I mean, they're a good team. They do a lot of things right, and they're committed to playing defense and working hard and not allowing us too much time to make plays and get our speed going. Because our game is speed. It's about getting the puck behind their D and working their D. We feel that's their weak point. So tonight it's all about the neutral zone, about taking care of our neutral zone and just getting on the forecheck. I think our forecheck's been really good, and it's about doing that for 60 minutes tonight.
Yeah. I'm not an analytical guy or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination, but when you've scored the first goal, you've been awfully difficult to beat. I think you're 9-2 in that department. That's a pretty tidy record. Is that the key here tonight?
Yeah, it's the key to win the start. I don't know if you look back at the 5 games, I don't know if we really won the starts in each game. I know we scored first in a couple, but it's key, getting that lead and not having to chase the game as the game goes on. So that first period is huge, and down there in a tough arena and a tough crowd, it was tough to do. You feel that hanging over your head a little bit when the crowd's going nuts, and the energy in the building is obviously for them. So it's never easy. Whatever you bring to play in that is like that, it's never an easy task to stay focused mentally. So it's nice coming home here, and we expect this place to be on fire tonight, and we'll use that to our advantage.
Well, Adam, good luck to you and the boys. Here's hoping this is the hallowed day that hockey fans in Newfoundland and Labrador waited a long time for this. I'm getting choked up just talking about it. They're big fellas, so deliver the goods here tonight and reap all the benefits of being a hometown guy. And I know that out in the suburbs of Bonavista and Port Rexton, Trinity, and all the other towns up there, they'll be rocking and rolling, tuned in tonight, looking for you to lead the way, big guy.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun to play.
Well, let's see if we can get it done here tonight. That's Adam Party, the pride of Bonavista, Newfoundland and Labrador, chasing his first professional hockey championship in his 14-year career. Let's go get it done right here.
Thank you, Brian Rogers. Buddy the Puffin is getting the crowd riled up during the second intermission.
Does that surprise you?
Not at all. Adam Party, tell me, how emotional of a night will it be? Adam Party, who was announced his retirement earlier this season, this could be his last game as a professional hockey player. If the Growlers hold on and win the Kelly Cup, when James hands it to Adam Party, how emotional would that be?
Well, I think, to sum it up in words, I really don't think that Adam thought that he was going to play hockey anymore in terms of as a professional. He was playing up at our rink on Thursdays and Saturdays for a game of rec hockey, and his concussion issue wasn't so good, and I really think that he really didn't think he was going to play. But I'm going to tell you right now, and it's, you know as well as I have, we talked about this all season with Adam. Adam's progressively gotten better and better and better and better and better. Adam Party knows his limitations because he's played in the National Hockey League building. Yes. And he's worked so much to be on the ice. How he's going to feel, I would not be able to put it into words. And I'm trying to shout over what's going on behind me because the place is going crazy. And I'm so happy for the whole Party family. As I know all of them, they're a true blue family. Just like most of the other kids on this team. The Melindys, the Powers, the O'Briens. I'm just talking about the kids that I know. Yes. And I can tell you, it's something that you had the experience to be able to explain how they feel. And like I remember winning the hurler one year with my son playing. Yeah. And he was on the team and I was coaching, and I couldn't take it in, put it into words. I cried like a baby. And I know Dean McDonald, I know Rod's upstairs and Chris Ballard, they're gonna cry like babies. Yes. If they happen to win this championship, and I sure think if they keep playing like the way they are, they certainly will.
Well, this is truly a Newfoundland and Labrador team that is 20 minutes away from sealing the deal and winning this city's first championship ever in professional sports.
It'd be quite the accomplishment considering this city was sort of, and not only the city but the island, because this team is, it promotes across the island and in Labrador. There's lots of people that come down from Labrador to watch the weekend series. Right. And they support the team just as well as anybody else. So really, it's a Newfoundland team.
That's right.
And I'll tell you, everyone from the old to Newfoundland that was sang here tonight, and you will hear 6,200 people singing that. Hey, puts hairs on your chest.
Oh, yes, it does. Chris Ballard, Brian Rogers, off to you with the call on Rogers TV.
Really dig deep. Well,
this is where you play that game that we talked about, Chris, when the Growlers get the dump on and get in there quickly on the forecheck. They started to show a little weariness there to the Walleye, but hey, you know what? They're a skilled club, they're a veteran club, they're well coached, and they will not quit until the very end. So
we're back underway, and the face-off's pulled away by the Walleye, but trying to steal it and hold it in. Nice job by Plouffe. He was hauled down, but still managed to get the puck in deep. Matt Register ahead for A.J. Jenks, streaking down the left wing. He'll hit center and snap it in, right wing corner. Trying to free it up there. What a play by Jardine there. He'll lift it to center ice. Nice hop, too. Sent in on a delayed offside. Register scoops it up. He'll waste no time now, moving it ahead too far for Birchback. No icing on the play, so Johnston, he's under pressure from Wolf. Freed up into the skates of Ellenuk. He'll tap it loose, right back into his skates, and up top it finds Tansey for Toledo. Had it stolen by Ellenuk, and he'll push it ahead. A bit of a hopping puck there for Kessner. He couldn't track it down. He'll center it. Ellenuk is there. Oh, it's loose underneath the goaltender and swatted into the corner. Another sharp angle try there for Ellenuk. Hops out in front, and Kessner lifts it wide. Melindy played it down low. Ellenuk centering pass for Johnston. Off the outside of the cage. A man tripped up, and the Walleye recovered. Cross ice feed off the stick of Sadaway into the right wing corner. Johnston, he's looking to keep it pinned there. Rips it free. Kessner lifts it ahead. It drops at the blue line and rolls to center ice. Obukowski, he'll walk in over the line, looking for a penalty there as he was knocked away by Melindy. Taken, not out, controlled, and sent to center ice by Marcus Powell. Obukowski at his own blue line through the middle, trying to knife it in deep with Sadaway. Instead, it's advanced just beyond the reach of O'Brien. At center ice, Spezia tries to get by. He's crunched by Adam Party, who's maybe had his best game of the postseason here tonight. Gartag out of his cage, frees it up. Joining the rush is Rubens, looking to chip it free. It's stolen back away by the Growlers. Nice job there in neutral ice, and the Growlers skated free. There's Rubens again, lifting it into the air. Nagel, he'll paddle that one aside as Pikanich pokes it loose behind the net. Toledo inside their own zone, still under pressure. Good passing there by the Walleye, looking to make their way out to center. Pope gets control. He's dumped by Party as he sends it in. Good Branson. Long feed ahead. Pooley able to chip it in. Pikanich, he'll stay on top of Register and peels away as the Walleye turn it over and snap back down low. Nagel right back to Register in the corner. Off the glass to center ice. Good Branson has a man in Wolf all over him. He'll send it safely behind the net. 3 minutes gone here in the period. The Growlers send it to the opposition blue line to complete a line change. In comes Wolf, stick check by Jardine. It rolls to Gartag. He'll clear the zone himself. At center ice, Wolf pulls it back to Register. Up on the left wing side, Birchback. He's bumped by Good Branson as Gartag leaves it for Jardine. Trying to keep it pinned and away from Jenks. Freed up instead in the corner. Kessner gets behind the net and comes out with mega speed. All the way to center he goes, has Estefan with him. They stay onside. Kessner behind the net, shakes loose from his check and pushes it through the legs of Estefan out into the left wing side to the line. Garrett Johnston, what a feed through the middle. Estefan, maybe one deke too many there as Moore finds Register ahead. Now to the trailer, carrying in is Brian Moore. He blows a tire, nice centering feed all the same. There's a shot, stopped by Gartag, the rebound, right to Giorgio Estefan, who skates to center ice. Into the air and drops into the corner. Ellenuk, he'll take the body. Left wing corner, Marcus Power unable to pull it free either. As Moore heads it out to center, he's stick checked, and the Growlers dump it in. Nagel out of his cage for Tansey. Finds Spezia. He'll try and get a leg up on O'Brien. He's their speedster. Spezia, right wing corner, trying to shot, and it got blocked. The Walleye get it back, but Party steals it. Poke check back down low. Party doing his best there to keep it away from Spezia, but it's toward the line, and the Growlers lift it to center. Giving chase is Marcus Power against Kotick. It comes to center. Pope sneaks in behind Party. Left wing side. Rebound and Gartag pounces on it.
4 minutes and 49 seconds has expired in the third. Newfoundland 4, Toledo 1. Michael Gartag taking no chances whatsoever. And Chris, a perfect start to the third period for the Newfoundland Growlers, employing the dump case forecheck game to wear out the Toledo Walleye. So far, so good, and time slowly ticking away. And as long as you can keep the puck in their zone and not let them get their feet moving, the clock will tick, 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 tick along.
Face off inside the Newfoundland zone. It's going to be Bradley against Storm. Bradley wins it into the corner. Good Branson. Rolling puck. Gets it across. Jardine ahead towards center. Pooley couldn't get it in deep, but the Walleye get control as Smith sends it ahead, but good Branson swats it free. Jardine narrowly avoids a check there as he lifts it ahead to the line and not out. Partial odd man rush here. Cross ice. Nice speed. Storm through the middle. They score. 4-2.
Well, that was a decision that Sammy Jardine would like to have back there. And the Newfoundland Growlers still have the lead, but they give Toledo a bit of breathing room, and that is a turnover that we didn't get burned on in the first period, but the more that you try it, unfortunately, it works. Gartag the save with the big rebound, and that was easy pickings for the gigantic Hunter Smith. 5-13. All the goals of this hockey game, even strength. We've only had 2 power plays. Both teams have had 1.
At center ice is Elenuck against Jenks, pulled back by the Walleye. Across for Tansey. He'll leave it Gazzola. And at center, it's freed up, but Melindy gets a stick on it to the line, and they're going to say it's offside. From Storm and Register.
Well, 2 unlikely offensive players for the Toledo Walleye in on that, Storm and Smith.
Elenuck and Jenks on the draw. One back by the Walleye. Tansey at center. Rips it directly into the mesh. That face-off will come outside.
Well, these next couple shifts here now, the Growlers got to get back to what they were doing when they started here in this period. 2-goal lead. The next one will be huge.
At center ice we go for this one. Jenks and Estefan on the draw. One back by Giorgio Estefan. Storming to center is Melindy. Almost had his pocket pick there. Jenks able to advance it, but Garrett Johnston gets control. Retreating behind his net to try and shake away from Jenks. He'll hand off to Melindy. A hard wrap there. The length of the ice, that's an icing. Well, settle down here, fellas.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say, Chris. They're starting to do a couple things uncharacteristic. They hadn't done that in the first 40 minutes, and that's why they were nursing a 4-1 lead. Now they are starting to, I'm not going to say panic a little bit, but they just need to take a couple deep breaths, make the right decision, play the game they've been playing all night long, guys.
Gallant on the draw for Toledo. He'll win the draw back. Hamilton to the line. Register. What a glove save by Gartag.
Well, this Toledo Walleye team is not going away, Chris. We thought maybe, and it's never nice to assume or anything, that they might be starting to run a little bit of gas, but they're showing their intestinal fortitude here, and Gartag had to make a fine save there through traffic.
And to the right of Gartag, we go for this one as Ferguson steps in. Bouncing puck, he'll get it back to Rubin. He'll skate to find some ice off the glass and not out. Off the official. Poked free, and the Growlers they could have a 3-on-2. Marcus Power couldn't handle the rolling pass, so the Walleye get it and roll it in. Behind Gartag, he'll leave it aside for Rubens. He's watched carefully there. Ferguson, he'll free it up and lifts a backhand to center ice. Power, he'll give Chase Scott a stick on the pass too. Register, he's being forced in his own zone by Ferguson. Register gets it back and skates it ahead. In across for Gallant. Gallant, his shot off his stick and into the mesh again. 13-32. remaining here in the third period. The Growlers have a 4-2 lead.
They have, but they kind of stopped skating a little bit, and I don't like that. Let's go. Let's keep the feet moving here, boys. 6:28 gone. And that last goal was Hunter Smith from Ben Storm and Matt Register, even strength at 5:13. And we have a 4-2 hockey game with 13:32 left here in the third period of Game 6.
Welcome back. It's Bill Hart and Randy Piercy. They just made an announcement who's going to be the fan of the game. I couldn't pick that in a million years.
I couldn't either, but I can tell you, the Growlers got to keep on doing what they did the first two periods.
Yes.
They totally dominated the first two periods, and they end up just giving up on it. Just gave out a little weak break out of their own zone. Instead of going high and a dump out, they basically got picked off at the blue line and turned it around and scored. Garteg never had a chance. Jardine tried to pop it up over the head. They ended up with a 3-on-2. Next thing you know, in the back of the net with a rebound. And I mean, let's face it, the forwards couldn't help that. The forwards were beating it out into the neutral zone. And here they go. Across over here, he pulls it in. This guy's going to the net upstairs. If he didn't go upstairs, he wouldn't have scored. They can't blame that on the guard. Take this a turnover, and that's all you can do. So what you got to do now, Bill, you cannot sit back. You cannot sit back.
No.
You got to make sure you don't give up on the odd man rushes. Make sure you don't get any penalties and play the way you were playing. Dump, chase, wear out those defensemen.
All right, Chris, Brian, back to you on Rogers TV.
Here we go. Bradley pulls it into the corner for Jardine. He'll keep away from Storm. Absorbs a check and advances the puck. Pooley into the skates of Pikanich, trying to get it back in deep and had it stolen. Pope in over the line. Storm, he had it tucked away by Jardine, but Spezia gets it back. Trying to work out of the corner. Jardine looking to keep him where he is. Back to the point it goes and across. Tansey, he had it fall off the end of his stick. J.J. Pikanich clears the zone. Gazzola inside his own zone, turns it ahead quickly to center ice. Chipped away and Estefan, he'll skate it up. Right wing side, finds Eleanor, puts it back for Estefan. Wheels behind the net. Estefan back to the point to James Melindy. He'll put it in on goal. Stopped and held by Pat Nagel with 12:45 to go in the third. A smart play by Melindy. Force it into the goaltender's catching mitt and force the offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, great point, Chris, and to keep it out of your end because it's been there a little bit too much after the Hunter Smith goal. So let's get back pushing in toward the Toledo goal here.
26-18 are the shots. That's 5-1 in the period for Toledo.
Yep. And they have the period's only goal.
Estefan on the draw. Pulls it away for Eleanor. Eleanor, a bit of a rolling puck. He'll get to it and send it into the left wing corner. Kestner, he'll give chase there. Nice play by the Walleye to free it up and move it ahead quickly. Berschbach, he's being forced by Melindy. Now the boys got to hurry back and get into position. Flip back inside the Walleye zone. Kestner's going to give chase against Obakowski. He'll steal. Kestner behind the net and into the left wing corner. Trying to leave it back for Estefan. The pass was intercepted. Worked across by Toledo, but they're going to be sending it to center ice. Jenks sends it in deep. Gartag out of his cage. Leaves it for James Melindy. He had it stolen. A.J. Jenks takes it now in the right wing corner for the Walleye. Back down low and into the corner. Garrett Johnston. His stick was lifted. Moore frees it up for Wolf. Wolf in the left wing corner turns and fires. It's blocked. Advance toward the blue line. Not out. Obakowski. Ferguson got his stick in, and that's going to be lifted away. Marcus Power skates in against the goaltender. Nagel. He'll pop it into the air and catch it himself and hang on.
Well, that was a pretty heads-up play by the veteran Michigan native as he was able to just beat Marcus Power to the race for the Glasgow biscuit. Up she went in the air. A smart play there, and Marcus, whoa, almost.
And to the left of Nagel we go again. Ferguson on the draw. Party and Rubens on the back end. The Super Nukes on the wings. To the left of the goaltender. O'Brien works it back. Party. His shot redirected in front and stopped by Nagel. Cleared away to the line. Party holds it in. He'll snap it high off the glass and Register gloves it down. Register through the middle for Gallant. Getting a stick in was O'Brien, but they advance it for Moore. Offside there. And a shot by Setaway. And after the whistle, he knew he was offside too. Gartag made the save anyway. As meaningless as it was, that one's going to come outside.
Well, that's good stuff. 11:18 remaining here in the third. So 8:42 is expired, and it's a 4-2 Newfoundland lead. As Moore and Adam Party have a chit-chat.
$11:18 remaining in the third period. 4-2 the Growlers lead. They're out shooting the Walleye 27-18. Ellenuk against Gallant. Advance back, Register gets it for Toledo. Freed up for Gallant, but Goodbranson steals. He'll backpedal a moment and send it behind the net and across. Jardine leaves it for Kestner. Kestner, a beautiful feed ahead, a bit of a bouncer for Estefan. He'll roll it in. The Growlers give chase, forcing Nagel out of his cage, but the Walleye again look to counter quickly. Gallant, he was upended by Goodbranson. The Growlers can't yet get it out. It's played down low, all the way out in front. It's in midair, and it's stopped. Puck to the high slot, bouncing puck. The Growlers, they get it. Estefan looks to, nice play by.
Look, he just took a hit to the head, for goodness sakes.
Oh, the fans are going to let the referee know. As Moore storms back for the Walleye, he'll hand off for Sadaway in the right wing corner. Sticks collide there, poked free, and the Walleye get it. Spezia up top for Gazzola, stopped by Gartag.
Well, I'm not going to get on the officials, but that was a hit to the head right there with an elbow, and you got to call that. I know you're letting the teams play, and they've done an outstanding job to this point, but hits to the head, there's no excuse for it.
Face off alongside Michael Gartag, and they've got Matt Bradley to take the draw. He's out with Pooley, Flute, Malindi, and Johnston. Spezia on the draw against Bradley. 10:19 to play in the third. Pulled back by the Growlers, Garrett Johnston. Into the air, out to center ice. Pooley's waiting for it. It drops for him, and he'll chip it in on goal. Played away by Nagel all the way to center, but through the twig of the tree himself, Hunter Smith, Malindi. Back across, Johnston, and ahead for Bradley. He'll wheel to center, flips it ahead. No, Pooley's got a tag up on the delayed offside, but the Growlers get it in deep. Pope plays it back for Spezia. Pooley got a stick in and steals it. Right wing side, he'll chip it away. Under half a period to play. Pope turns it over. Ferguson in on goal. That one kicked free by Gazzola. Plays it back inside his own zone as the Growlers are again doing a good job keeping the Walleye pinned in their own end. Marcus Power keeping an eye. Tansey moves it up ice. Storms to center. Stick checked a couple times on the play, but the Walleyes stay onside. Tansey, he's upended by Marcus Power, has the puck underneath him. Still there, it's off his stick into the mesh with 9:07 to play.
Well, this is far from over, and the fans, I think, are a little anxious here, too. A 4-2 hockey game.
As they should be.
You know, but the guys just start to revert back to where they were earlier, like that dump and chase and forcing the issue in the Toledo zone, so they need more of that. Matt Bradley in that face-off circle tonight is just done an outstanding job, Chris. It's going to be a top 3-star selection in this hockey game tonight. It's been so well played by so many players.
To the right of Gartag we go. Estefan on the draw against Jenks. Bouncing puck. Underneath a sea of bodies. Birschbach thought he had it, but it's poked into the corner. Jardine lunges after it. One hand on his stick. Knocks Wolf to the ice. Pinned still along the boards. Jenks thought he had it. Estefan sends a backhand to center. Knocked down by the high stick of Birschbach. So the faceoff stays in neutral ice. Under 9 minutes to go. 8:51. The Growlers are ahead by 2. It's game 6 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Back to center ice we go for this one. Ellenuk and Gallant on the draw. Pulled back by the Growlers to Jardine at the point. Through the middle, intended for Kestner. Off his skate, still in neutral ice. Estefan swoops in to settle it back in his own zone. Cuts in front of his own goal, spies an opening and sends it to center. Register hammers it back in. Jardine, the perfect redirect to send that one to center ice. Across to Register and his own blue line. He'll get it back for Hamilton. He'll skate it ahead, keeping away from Kessner as he puts it in off the blocker of Gartag and into the corner. Good Branson all over his man, keeps Gallant pinned. The Growlers along the boards, can't get it out, but it's fired from a sharp angle into the catching mid of Gartag. He'll close the hand on that one.
Well, time is slowly ticking away, but the Toledo Walleye are up to 21 shots on goal, and we knew they'd be coming hard here as they try to salvage their season. They have scored the only goal of this period, and they have pelted 9 shots at Michael Gartag, who's been calm and collected. We only had 1 or 2 hairy moments here, but that last one a couple of shifts ago was, woo, baby. I'll tell you, that was a little too close for comfort.
To the left of Gartag we go again. Bradley on the draw against Ben Storm. One back by the Walleye. Tansey had a little trouble. He's forced to spin it down low, knocked into the corner. Melindy, he'll battle with Storm. Bradley's knocked down in that scrum as well. He and Spezia duking it out at the far reaches of that scrum. Bradley boxes out Spezia, gets it across to Johnston. He'll lift it off a stick and out. Pikanich gives chase in the right wing corner. No icing. He's bodied hard by Tansey, but keeps the puck in, at least for now, as Tansey sends it across into the skates of Gazzola and ahead Spezia. Into the right wing corner. Hunter Smith gets in behind, using his big frame to try and free it up for Toledo. He's bodied there a couple of times. Puck comes away. Pooley perfectly placed off the boards to center. Now the Walleye, they've got to wait. Smith had to tag up and it's sent in behind Gartag. He'll leave it for Johnston. It finds its way to Melindy. Up toward the middle. Pikanich hits center and rolls it in. Oh, listen to the crowd. They're getting antsy for it. The Walleye, a miss there by Ferguson. Sends the Walleye burst back into the left wing side. He's stopped by Gartag. 7-0-1 remaining in the third period. 4-2. The Growlers have maintained their lead. To the right of Gartag we go. Estefan against Jenks. Pulled back into the corner for the Growlers. First guy to it is burst back, but he's pinned quickly. He'll play it back down behind Gartag. Gartag surveys his options, rolls it into the right wing corner. Good body check there, flipped ahead. Ferguson finds Estefan. Now he's in a one-on-one back into the offensive zone. Cuts wide around Register and plays the puck behind the net. Continues to give chase. As Estefan, the puck's underneath him as he and Register. Now he and Hamilton. Everybody's tied up with 6.5 minutes to go, and Kessner works it free. Right wing boards. Tried to get it back to Goodbranson. Jenks, his pass was behind Burschbach, but they leave it back for Hamilton. Bouncing puck. Register plays it in on Gartag. Left it behind the net. Advanced quickly for Hudson Ellenuk. Ellenuk at center. Rolls it into the right wing corner. Giving chase is Pikanich. Flipped off the glove of Kessner. Trying to get it back, and he can't. At center, Goodbranson steals away the errant Toledo pass, and it's hammered in by Pikanich. Under 6 minutes to play. The Walleye up to center. It's a miscommunication there, and Kessner pulls it away and sends it back in. Obakowski in his own zone. Through the middle, a bouncing puck settled by Sadaway. Way offside there as they fire it into the mesh. 5:33 to go in the third period. And I think we've got our final timeout of the third. 27-22, the shots for Newfoundland. 2 goals for Toledo, 1 in this period. 4 goals for Newfoundland, including 2 by Giorgio Estefan.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. Bill Hart, Randy Piercy. 50-50, over $16,000.
Like old times there, big guy.
Man, oh man. So, you got to highlight the show from what you saw so far.
Yeah, what a great save by Garteg here. The Growlers were running around in their own zone for the first time the whole game. And Garteg had to come up big time. I'll tell you right now, this guy's left alone, all alone in front of the net. You're up by 2, the championship's on the line, and you leave a guy in front of the net. Hey, not happening. But, hey, they're human beings, they make one mistake in the game. That's about the only one. Yeah. Now, what they got to do, they got to make sure they just dump and chase. And what they got to do is make sure there's no odd man rushes, no penalties. And for sure, their other team, the Toledo team, is going to be pinching every chance they get. Take that puck, dump it up high over the defenseman's head, and let one of the guys like Esteban go and get it. That's the secret to beating them in this game right now. Look, they're mugging him, and he can't get a penalty.
Yeah, stay tuned. Toledo is a team that will capitalize on your mistakes, and all they have to do is play the next few minutes mistake-free.
Yep.
That's all you do. Man, oh man. Yes. I love this. Back to you, Chris and Brian.
Off a skate into the corner. Garrett Johnston gets there, sends it to the line. Tansey, he'll hold it in. Puck took a ride on the dasher boards, played behind the net. Garrett Johnston tries to work it free. Into the air, Pooley gets a palm on it and sends it ahead. What a feed! Matt Bradley, he's in all alone. What a move! Oh, what a recovery defensively by Tansey as Bradley had the goaltender beaten. Tansey quickly back to center. Sends it into the corner. Gartag out of his net, lifts it high into the air. Gazzola, he's bumped. Puck's left behind. Darian Plouffe gets it to center. Pooley lunges after it. Couldn't wrestle that one free, so the Walleye send it in. Gartag leaves it for Malindi. Up for Pooley along the right wing. Inside his own blue line, a beauty pass finds Johnston. He'll thread the needle through the middle of the ice. Obakowski. His pass, not a lot of juice on that one, but Sadaway recovers. That's Poprad. The fans want it, folks. 4.5 minutes to go. Ferguson keeps up with Obakowski as the defenseman joins the rush and chips it into the corner. Party has them all lined up and absolutely throttled them in the corner. The Walleye, that's off a body and back into neutral ice. Taken by Storm. That pass missed every member of the Walleye, and Christian's Rubin sends it to the line, not yet out. Freed up by the Walleye, and they play it back down into the left wing corner. Spezia all on top of Marcus Power. That pass finds Christian's Rubens, and he muscles it to center ice. Under 4 minutes to play. Here come the Walleye again. Pope into the left wing side, throws it in on Gartang. He'll guide it into the corner. Pope trying to free it back up. The Walleye do in the right wing corner. Out of the corner, they score. Jenks. Oh, baby, it's a brand new game. 3:36 to play in the third.
Well, the Newfoundland Growlers get caught there in their own zone, and this one is far from over, Chris. My goodness gracious sakes. 16:24 is the time of the goal by Jenks, who just was allowed to waltz out in front and wire it home. Nobody picked him up, and it's a one-goal hockey game. Don't go away, folks.
The fans find some more volume.
Yep.
As anxious and nervous as they may be. Ferguson at center against Jenks. He's got the goal for Toledo, and they win the draw. Hamilton tries to beat Marcus Power. Marcus frees it up and clears the zone. The Walleye behind their own goal. Leave it for Matt Register. He'll play it ahead for Wolf. That one back through neutral ice. O'Brien's gonna force Register back in his own zone. He'll keep an eye as Register chugs through center ice. Gets in over the line and sends it wide. Malindi, a backhand to the line. It gets out with 3 minutes to go on the clock. Pickenich. That one gets by Malindi and into the left wing corner. Berschbach gets there first to beat out the icing. Into the right wing corner. Advanced. Pickenich sends it out. Pooley gives chase down into the left wing corner and beats his man to the puck. He's hit. No call. Back comes Gallant over center. Pickenich Got a stick in. Tries to rip the puck free, and the Growlers will skate it to center. Estefan. He'll send it into the left wing corner, and behind the net it goes. Estefan continues to give chase as Tansey storms away. All the way in over the offensive zone, blue line pass is blocked. Played down low, good Branson. Leaves it back for Elenuk. Elenuk pushes the puck to center ice. Tansey, he's being watched, he'll send it in. Good Branson has to get there first. He'll play it hard along the boards and finds Ferguson. Out to center ice, trying to leave it. O'Brien chips it in. Under 2 minutes to go. O'Brien, he's pinned along the boards, pops loose as Moore skates it out. His pass off a body, collected across for Melindy. He'll lift it off a body, off a man. Holding it in are the Walleye. Gartag, the rolling puck, gets by him. Off a stick and out to center ice. 90 seconds to go. Register. Storms in again for the Walleye. His shot stopped by Gartag. The rebound corralled. Party off the boards and out to center ice. The net is empty for Toledo. A.J. Jenks sends a backhand into the Growlers zone. Gartag thought about playing it. Leaves it aside. Adam Party moves it to center. Pooley. Oh my gosh! How did that stay out as it bounced over the net? 1 minute to play. Up to center, the Walleye. That pass too far for Register. Gobbled up to Branson behind the net. Rubens off the glass, off a body. Pooley. He can't find the empty net with 40 seconds left. Wolf gets it. 35 seconds left on the clock. In comes Sadaway. Over the line, hands off. Moore. He stopped. Rebound. Knocked into the corner. 25 seconds to go. It's loose. Into the air. Down the ice it goes. 18 seconds left. Where's the clock? Oh my goodness. Why did the clock stop? 15 seconds left on the clock. That pass was in the air. Now they're going to talk about it. Oh, they're saying the faceoff's going to stay inside. Okay. Adam Party is livid down there. 15 seconds to go. At least drop it in neutral ice.
That's where it should be, Chris, as far as I'm concerned. You know how close that puck came to going in? Way too close.
To center ice.
Center ice, that's where it should be.
15 seconds to go, face off at center ice. Here we go. The biggest draw of the season for the Growlers. They've added a couple of seconds. There's 18.2 seconds left on the clock. The net still empty for Toledo. Six on 5 for the last 18.2 seconds. A huge face-off here for Matt Bradley. Thank you, Brian. He's patting me off. Bradley at center. He's pinned, burst back, pulls it back for Register. He'll head it in. Register wide of the cage. Party off the boards, not out, behind the net. 7 seconds to go. Freed up in the corner. It's out in front. What a block! It rolls to the line. That's it. That's gonna do it. Hockey fans in Newfoundland and Labrador have been waiting a long time for this. The wait is over. For the first time in history, a professional hockey championship is coming to the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. Your Newfoundland Growlers are Kelly Cup champions. can't believe it.
My gosh. Oh.
They did it, folks. They held on.
Oh, now we can everybody work.
Look at the celebration on the ice.
Oh, Cameron.
They did it, folks. Your Growlers are Kelly Cup champions. Let's go! They did it.
Oh, this is the greatest moment. The greatest moment for this whole guy in Newfoundland hockey history. We waited so long to win. We finally did. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, hockey gods. What a great
What
effort
a game.
by the Toledo Walleye.
They did it, folks. Your Growlers are the first ever Canadian team to win the Kelly Cup. I can't believe it. Over 2,000 games have been played in the capital city, if you include the St. John's Maple Leafs, the St. John's Ice Caps, and even the St. John's Hog Devils. Nobody got to the promised land. Your Growlers just did.
That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you, Chris. Your first year, you were good luck, son. You did an amazing job. Couldn't have passed the torch to anybody better. You stuck and did it all year long.
And now the handshakes, Kelly Cup champions.
Oh my goodness. I have been this happy since my kids were born. Oh, what a moment.
What a finish.
Here's the 3 stars.
Matt Bradley is the number 3 star. Giorgio Estefan with a pair of goals is the number 2 star. Adam Party, listen to that crowd. He's your number 1 star. A gutsy effort. The Growlers have done it. Folks, thank you all so much for joining us all season long on Rogers, on Eastlink, on Mixler. Oh my goodness. They did it. They actually did it. Just gonna step aside for a moment, folks. Sorry, folks. Needed a moment. So many people get their hands on a moment like this. I have a giant list of thank yous, and I'm going to get to each and every one of them. Here's your Growlers roster. Your championship Growlers. Number 2, the pride of Bonavista, Newfoundland and Labrador. That's Adam Party. What a play. What a player he's been for this hockey club. And you got to think, if this is it for Adam Party, well, what a way to go out. Christian Rubens from Riga, Latvia. Evan Newgold from Goshen, Connecticut. Marcus Power, your St. John's native. Zach O'Brien, together they're the Super Noofs. They were super all season. Super into the Kelly Cup Finals. Darian Plouffe, Nepean, Ontario. Scott Pooley, what a rookie season he had. Even the folks who haven't played, Ilya Nikolenko from Moscow, J.J. Piconich from Paramus, New Jersey, Todd Skirving, Skirvs, this one's for you, Squeaks, from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Hudson Eleanuk, he's from Calgary, Semyon Derogachintsev, he's going to be a heck of a player for the Maple Leafs organization, Sam Jardine, Lacombe, Alberta, Brady Ferguson, Carrollton, Texas, Goodbranson, Alex, the officer from Orleans, Ontario. Josh Kessner, Huntsville, Alabama. Matt Bradley, Vancouver, BC. Giorgio Estefan, he's from Edmonton, Alberta. Eric Levine, what a teammate he's been. From Wheeling, Illinois, shout out to his folks, I know they're listening in. Michael Gartag, Prince George, BC. So happy for Gartz, he drove to Newfoundland for training camp from New Hampshire. And here they're going to shortly there will present the MVP trophy. You got to think it's either O'Brien or Gartag here. Ryan Creelan, commissioner of the ECHL. Zach O'Brien is your most valuable player here at home in St. John. Unbelievable. What a postseason. 16 goals, one shy of the record. He was outstanding. And next, it's the cup. In case you're just joining us, folks, you missed it all. The Growlers are Kelly Cup champions. And now all that's left is the presentation.
The championship trophy bears his name. To present
The Patrick J. Kelly Cup.
Commissioner Emeritus and ECHL Hall of Fame member Patrick J. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly is in attendance here, and he'll be presenting his namesake trophy. What a moment.
Every October for the past 23 years,
and here comes the cup.
have taken to the ice with one goal in mind, the opportunity to hold the trophy that's now being carried out.
It's at center ice. Let's see if we can, is Mr. Kelly going to say anything? He might just stand and wave.
ECHL began its 31st season in October. 8 months later, there is only one team that can call itself the National.
Oh, Chris, this has just been such an overwhelming experience. Mr. Washington.
Listen to the crowd, Ryan. Soak in every moment.
The crowd was phenomenal. This is the greatest crowd we've ever had for a single hockey game in our entire pro hockey career, and that's not a stretch, folks. They were amazing.
The 2019 Kelly Cup title. Commissioner Emeritus Kelly will now present the trophy that bears his name to Growlers captain James Melindy.
Growlers captain James Melindy. Look at him. Miller takes to center ice. A quick handshake with the Commissioner Emeritus of the ECHL. Stand proud. Lift it high, James. You'll never have another moment like this. Yeah! As the boys celebrate at center ice, I'm going to try at least to continue my thank yous here.
Do your thing,
The
Chris.
players, Michael Gartag, what a postseason he's had all season long. Eamon McAdams turned into maybe the best teammate one could have. It's not easy in his role to do what he did, but he did it. James Melindy, your captain. Look at Adam Purdy with that trophy. His first pro championship. Garrett Johnston from Winnipeg, Manitoba. And folks, all the player families, I know a lot of you have been our most avid listeners all season long. Thank you for your support of your kids. There's Melindy. James Melindy is hoisting the trophy. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, not sorry for being as emotional as we are right now. This is a long time coming. Glenn Stanford and Dean McDonald. What more can you say? They brought pro hockey back, and Zach O'Brien takes his turn with the cup. John Snowden, the coaching staff, Darryl Williams, Merrick Benda, Paul Tagg, and Ryan Clough.
Absolutely, Ryan.
A fantastic job. Alex Goodbranson gets it next. The hockey staff, the doctors, Frank Knopfel, Neil Power, Dr. Marshall, Patrick Quigley, Gary Dowden, Neil Davidson, and Andrew Cox, the equipment room staff. As Scott Pooley, is that Pooley?
That's Sammy.
Sam Jardine, he's a two-time Kelly Cup champ.
He is.
All of our season ticket holders, thank you so much.
Here's Gertz.
Michael Gartag. Our corporate partners, thank you so much. The Toronto Maple Leafs organization from the top down, Kyle Dubas, Lawrence Gilman, Mike Dixon, Scott Pellerin, Stefan Robidoux, Mike Ellis, thank you all so much. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Marlies have been an outstanding partner for this hockey club. They're going to be helping bring quality hockey just like this to Newfoundland and Labrador as David McAdams hoists the Kelly Cup. Folks, all the crew at Rogers, Eastlink, the game crew, the ice crew, Mile 1 Center, the ECHL, our own PA voice, Chris Patstone. Even the St. John's Edge, they've become wonderful partners here in this building. And now the office staff, as JJ Pickenich gets his turn with the cup. Trevor Murphy, Colin Fardy, Sam Phelan, Brooke Godsland, Kelsey Brazel, Kenny O'Leary, Mark Spencer, Maria Mackey, Jack Thompson, and you, big fella Brian Rogers. Thank you for everything.
Oh, Chris, it's been dynamite, bud. I love you like a brother, and you've done an outstanding job, man. You made me proud. You took
Todd
it to
Skirving.
There's Skirts. The beer.
There he is.
Woo! He knows. That's so
Folks,
awesome.
if I missed anybody for thank yous, I mean, I hope
Chris,
that's
all
forgiven.
the staff down here, the guys that are the Zamboni guys and everything, the guys that, here comes Slug Stand Party.
Growlers are your Kelly Cup champions. Can you get any more Newfoundland than this? Most valuable player of the playoffs, Zach O'Brien. The Kelly Cup presented to the team captain, James Melindy. And wow, and Adam Party, of course. It goes without saying. It's hard to keep your emotions in check on such a great night. Generations in the making, deserving to the city of St. John's and their fans.
Well, I just say a couple of things. First of all, the best team won.
Yes.
For 2.5 periods, the Growlers by far and away the best team. But you know, as in hockey, as in any game, there's no quitting with the Walleye team. They came back, and I can tell you right now, I thought fate was it. Fate was going against the Growlers. In the last 30 seconds, the Growlers dumped the puck down the ice, Scott Pooley, and it took a bounce like I've never seen before. It bounced over the net.
Yes.
Now, how does it bounce over the net? When
Yes.
that would have been the clincher. And back they come the ice with 15 seconds and almost score. Gartag once again stood his ground. And I'll tell you right now, Zach O'Brien was the MVP, but I know what Zach's about. And Zach O'Brien would share that with every single one of those players on that team.
Yes.
Because that's what it's about. It's a team game. And I
Yes.
think it's awesome. I think it's awesome for the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. And I think it shows the character of those players. I think a lot of people counted them out at the beginning of the year, especially when Ryan Clough went
Yes,
down.
I know. So much adversity, you know.
There's no question about it. All year long they've dealt with adversity, and I really believe that it was in the fate was in the pudding that they would win.
Yes. Well, I'm telling you, I mean, when the puck dropped last fall as an expansion team, and of course we were talking to Dean, team owner, earlier, they thought they were a team that could compete. They were looking at a couple of rounds into the playoffs. They thought they assembled a team that was going to win. I don't think anybody ever dreamed that we'd be having a night like tonight where the Newfoundland Growlers, and for generations to come, they'll look at that Kelly Cup and the Newfoundland Growlers name will be engraved on it.
Bill, when you win a championship, you can't take it away. You finish second, hey, nobody even knows. Okay, second is for losers. But I mean, let's face it, it's professional sports. So they only know who won. But I'm going to tell you, I really believe in my heart and soul that the Growlers, look, I look at Adam right here. Now that's Adam Party. I noticed a couple of seconds ago, his mom and dad were out on the ice and he was hugging them. And I know the two of them are breaking their heart right now. And, you know, listen, it goes without saying, behind every good hockey player out there with the Growlers is a family. And the family are good people. And listen, all those 5 Newfies that are on this team, I know all the families, and I'm telling you, it's salt of the earth.
Yes.
And they are so proud, and I really think they should be proud of their sons.
That's right.
Really do.
Well, there you go. In the background, we're going to hear "We Are the Champions."
Yep.
It's a long time waiting for St. John's fans to hear their team skating around with the trophy to that tune. So many emotions here tonight. Congratulations to Dean and the ownership of the Newfoundland Growlers. And you mentioned the families. And the whole crowd is singing along to We Are the Champions.
Not a soul after leaving here, Bill. You know, I have to say something. At the beginning of the year and as the season went along, I thought the Growlers had all kinds of skill. I told you that right from the get-go. There was no other team that I saw that were skilled as well. I thought they were a little bit soft. But I'll tell you, they proved me wrong when they came in the playoffs. When they took on that Brampton Beast crowd, because they were beasts. And they were. Every chippy chance they got to chip away at these guys, they tried to. And this group that you just played, you got to give them credit.
Yes,
they did not give up. Most other teams would have given up and packed their bags and went home after the second period. They were that soundly outbeaten. But as you had Dean McDonald on, did you not? You had Dean McDonald on. He was worried to death. Yeah. He was worried. 3-goal leads. There's Darrell Williams. Look, I'll tell you right now, these guys, hey, they couldn't. I know that Chloe was behind the scenes giving them help to doing this and doing that, but John Snowden and Darrell Williams and the whole guys that are involved with that team are Glenn Stanford right down. How long has Glenn been waiting for a championship? Think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. Hey, you got to give these guys credit for not giving up. And I really think it's awesome. I really, really do.
Contact the jewelers. There are rings that need to be made.
Oh, no question about that. No question about that. These are kids that probably not even in the starting lineup, but they're a part of the team because the team makes them feel that way.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. It's going to be a great summer in Newfoundland and Labrador as players are. You'll probably see this Kelly Cup all over the place this summer.
And you should. I really think that a lot of people try to get tickets to see this game tonight and weren't. And I think that what they should be looking at doing is going down and buying a season pass next year.
Yes.
Because this is great hockey. I've said it right from the get-go here. I said there's a lot of mistakes being made. Yep. But mistakes lead to exciting hockey. And I tell you, I don't know if I've ever been in this building in all my years around hockey and seen so much excitement right from the get-go with these fans.
Right.
From cowbells to this and to this and that. I'll tell you right now, this was an environment, and when they interview these players, they will tell you to a key, this crowd is what won that game for them tonight.
Oh, yes.
No question.
Kudos to the crowd that came out to Mile 1. I mean, an absolute sellout. People were looking for tickets far and wide and could not find them. This is the passion that we want for next season when we see them unveil that championship banner in the home opener for next season.
Yeah. Bill, I got to say one thing, and I know, I'll say it on behalf of me and you. We worked together a long time for the past couple of years, and we really enjoyed it. But, the guys behind the scenes, you see what kind of a quality program they put on. I mean, it's just, and most of them are volunteers, Bill. I mean, you got to take your hat off to them people, right? These people that go out there, volunteer their time to come down and do these games with the cameras and behind the scenes. Listen, I think the world of every single one of them, from Mike all the way down.
That's right.
And I mean, these people, they give up their time and love the hockey game.
Oh, it's been a great game.
Yeah, so I got to give them credit for sure.
Thank you so much to them for sure. It's a team effort and a team effort there on the ice. As the team has no desire to leave that ice yet with that trophy.
I don't guess so, Bill.
Man, they'll probably be there for hours.
Yeah.
On behalf of everyone at Rogers TV, Randy Piercy, and myself, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next season, as mentioned, when they unveil that championship banner, the first time that'll happen in the history of St. John's professional sports.
Go Growlers, go!
Thank you so much, and we'll see you next season on Rogers TV.
You first, my beautiful wife.
We've been married for 40 years this year.
We grew up in Port Blandford and we live in Port Blandford now.
This garden that we're filming in today is the garden that I grew up in. Where my house stands today used to be one of my father's potato gardens. And before my father passed away, Gary promised them that he would always keep this green. So it's green.
It's green. And get greener.
We do our best to make him proud.
This is me tea. I put seaweed in a kettle in a bag and I fill it up a barrel, and I use this for fertilizer. Like sometimes I might use 20, but I use this mostly. It smells a little bit, but a lot of beautiful for your garden. It makes your garden right rich and green. As you can see, this is what I use mostly. This is a mixture of 50% flour and 50% baking soda, and you get slugs in that on your vegetables. You get a shaker and a bit finer than that, and just put a dust over your vegetables, and the flour sticks the baking soda onto the vegetables, and it stops the slugs and or whatever the insects from eating your leaves. This is a real cheap system. You put your cabbage in, and make sure you got lots of lime. I use, in all my small seed, I use pellet lime. There's a formula for doing it, but I just put in what I think, is right. When you start off your cabbage, you put this over, and the flies and everything can't get at it. But a friend of mine showed me this: a 9-volt battery and rabbit wire, and you go right around your raised bed, like you go to positive to negative, and the slug will come up, and you touch the 2 wires. It won't kill them, but it'll turn them around and go back down.
We are the generation now that's able to do this and enjoy it. And it's good that we're able to teach the younger people, or talk to the younger people and just let them know what we do to make ours as successful as what they are.
Like it seems a marriage. If you take something from a marriage or from your garden, you got to put something back into it. Like if you take out potatoes and beets and everything else, if you take it for yourself and don't help your garden, next year your garden's not going to help you. Like today, I went and picked out some potatoes and that. You had your hand in the dirt. My hands are not very clean now, but my hand's in the dirt. And you take pride because you grew that. You worked at that yourself. No one ever give that to you. You worked at that. You grew that. I had cancer, and I seen stuff that had a boggle your mind, like people with cancer. And I used to come in my garden and sit down in chairs, eat with flies, but watch things grow. So anybody that comes in my garden or our garden, don't go away empty-handed. Information or vegetables or friendship or whatever. That's what we're about.
The lift wasn't working and he was in pain, so I tried to lift him on my own. Yes, it's bad.